Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iron. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
Our history sets us on our path. From the moment we're born, we begin our walk through life. We learn so we can discover. We find our passion and develop our skills. We build relationships. We start thinking about what we're going to leave behind to those we love. Let our legacy help shape yours. First International Bank and Trust. No matter your place in life, we can help you live first.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Once again, it's 1 versus 2 on the PSP Network tonight in AA girls basketball on a Tuesday evening from Minot. Mandan and Minot High on the PSP Network comes your way right now. Welcome into the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, everybody, with timely services that won't slow you down and no appointment needed to stay in your car. Drive through oil change service will take about 15 minutes at any of the Valvoline Instant Oil Change locations in Minot or Bismarck. Find out more what they do online at VIOC.com. Alongside Tony Mueller, I'm Owen Patterson on the call for 2 games today on the PSP Network. WDA doubleheader featuring the Braves of Mandan and the Majets of Minot High. What is this, like the 4th time we've had number 1 versus number 2 on the PSP Network this winter?
I don't know how I'm getting so lucky, Owen. I keep showing up to these games, and it's the marquee game, not only in the WDA, but probably in the state. Couldn't ask for a better gig, really.
Yeah, it's a Mandan team that is so dependent on their defense. Minot High, who we've seen just simply outscore teams a lot this year, but they continue to lose pieces all of a sudden for that Minot High offense. The latest one, Crew Lamore. Do you have more word on the situation there?
Yeah, I got word before, right before I came up to the booth here down on the floor talking to some parents. Apparently, unfortunately, it's another ACL or a torn ACL for Lamore. She's going to be done for the year. Another big blow to Minot High girls basketball. Feel terrible for her, not good for the team. But if you are one of these other girls wanting more playing time, wanting more opportunity, tonight is the start of that. And what we've seen so far from Minot High is that, you know, the next girl up, and they have a deep bench, and they got girls that are itching to get more playing time, and we're going to see how that goes tonight, being down 2. I don't know if you can. There's 2 better pieces that a team could lose. It's going to be tough for Minot High to overcome, but if anybody has the squad and has the depth, they seem to.
Yeah, we've seen him do it before. Lamore, a double-digit per-game scorer in her senior campaign this year. On the other side, for Mandan, a team that is quite healthy, and they bring in a Division I talent in McKenna Johnson to this game. And we'll talk about the matchup with Lily Bell later on by the numbers from a year ago, but we're seeing 2 of the best in North Dakota girls basketball share the court tonight in Johnson and Bell, the 2 forwards for these teams.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times when you have a player like Bell, you know, and this is no knock on anybody else, but a lot of teams in the WDA in the state don't have a real answer for her. We saw Century have a little bit of success throwing multiple bodies at her when she would touch the ball. She was forced with double, triple teams. We'll see if Mandan tonight can try to lock her down with, like you were saying, Johnson, 6'2" forward, a little bit bigger body than sometimes we're used to seeing. And yeah, I'm really excited for that matchup.
Yeah, we'll break down this matchup a little bit more when we return to the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Just getting started for the Magic City Campus Gymnasium on this Tuesday night in the WDA.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Jersey Mike slices your sub right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah.
Order for Danny?
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Being in business for over 25 years, we've learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Spas Etc. is excited to introduce the addition of the Master Spas line, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas and swim spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools and saunas. Come check out the outstanding lineup of Master Spas at Spas Etc.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/familybirthcenter. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Back on our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, let's set up the matchup by taking a look at the standings in the WDA heading into this 8th week of high school basketball. You know, postseason's already on the way in Division B and Division A, but we are just about the halfway point in the Western Dakota Association. These standings brought to you by Trusted Tire and Auto. Well, on Friday to end the week, Mandan suffered their first loss of the season. It was to the Legacy Sabres, which means Minot High is the only undefeated team left in conference play, and the only undefeated team left in North Dakota. They've beaten West Fargo, Horace, and Davies already this year, so the chase is on. Who's going to catch the Majettes by season end?
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's really trying to catch the Majets. I don't know if it can happen. They're so loaded offensively, like you were saying earlier, but today's going to be a really, really good test for both teams. Minot being a girl down, and Mandan having the bigger bodies to see if they can slow down number 30, Lily Bell.
So those are your standings in the WGA. How about for how the media thinks the top 5 currently stands in Division AA basketball? Well, you're seeing the top 2 tonight in the girls' rankings, brought to you by Jerome's Collision Center, Minot High, and Mandan. Those rankings came out on Wednesday before Mandan's first loss to 5th-ranked Legacy High School. 2 East teams right there who really seem to be taking care of business in Horace and Davies, waiting until they match up this regular season to really find out who that Eastern side favorite is.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what the EDC has to offer. We get a little kind of tunnel vision over here in the West. With there's obviously 3 out of the top 5 right now in the state rankings. But yeah, you always know when the 8 are set and the big tournament is ready to go that there's going to be some good matchups across the board.
Those are your standings and rankings. Standings brought to you by Trusted Tire and Auto. The rankings by Jerome's Collision Center. Well, how about we take a look now at some of the players to watch today? It's brought to you by Planet Pizza. There's no pizza like it. Call now at 701-852-1700 to place an order. Serving Magic City for over 25 years. Well, one of these players is already committed to a Division I basketball team. The other one is well on her way. McKenna Johnson and Lily Bell matched up 3 times a year ago. And just look at these stat lines, everybody. 36-12 Lily averaged when facing Mandan a year ago, including setting a school record with 45 points against the Braves here on January 16th of last year. It's clear by those stats that Lily's dominated this matchup, but McKenna Johnson, that shot blocking ability, they forced her out on the 3-point line. She's been making the shots.
Yeah, I mean, you look at that, 14.3, 9, is that blocks, 9 blocks. I mean, those are great numbers. Unfortunately, on the other side of that graphic, you got numbers that that are unheard of.
30 points in all 3 games against Mandan.
That's impressive to say the least. And I think a player like Bell, I know from my very, very limited experience is that, when the other team does have somebody that, is on your level, or there's some hype around that other player, sometimes it brings out the best in you. And obviously last year that was the case for Bell.
Yeah, those are your players to watch. Obviously, there's many more options for these teams, but the 2 headliners for Mandan and Minot High, McKenna Johnson and Lily Bell, another battle between those 2 in the WDA tonight. We've got tip-off coming up next on the PSP Network. We'll take a look at our Northern Plains heating and air keys to the game when we return from this break on the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show.
Stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair. Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all.
7, pressure, points, yeah! It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot! Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
On the reminder, you're watching the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show on the PSP Network. They know you're busy. That's why when you visit any of the Valvoline Instant Oil Change service centers in Minot or Bismarck, they won't waste your time or their own. Valvoline Instant Oil Change technicians can typically perform a full-service oil change in about 15 minutes. Find out more what they do online at VIOC.com. Preparing for the state's #1 team to take on the state's #2 team in the girls Division AA, Mandan at Minot High. It was a 3-0 season for the Majets against the Braves a year ago. This time a new season and new expectations for first-year head coach of the Mandan Braves, Shannon Kopis, who was an assistant coach on last year's team that lost the state qualifier, won an entertaining one to St. Mary's at the Bismarck Event Center, looking to get back to that state tournament for the first time in a couple of years. They've come just a game short, but focusing on today's game, let's take a look now at our Northern Plains heating air keys to the game with over 25 years of experience as your heating air experts, the factory authorized dealer for Aero Seal. There's no other choice to seal your heating air game than Northern Plains. Find them online at northern-plains.com. Let's keep it quick for Mandan. Keep up. They're going to have to find some scoring options here recently. That was not the case in their last game against Legacy, putting up just 50 points in that loss to the Sabres. And for Minot High, keep out McKenna Johnson. If she is going to work in the lane, that's bad signs for the Majets defense. She's only made 5 3-pointers in the last 2 years combined.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the box score right now for, I shouldn't say box score, just the book for Mandan. And they have some girls that can fill it up. They got a couple different girls averaging 10 points a game. Graybull and McAllister. Heldrop averaging 7. And obviously you got McKenna Johnson with 14 per game. They definitely have the scores to do it. Playing Minot and Lily Bell is a little bit different of a story. Hopefully they just all need to hit their averages today.
It's time for the national anthem here from Magic City Campus Gymnasium. We'll turn it down to the public address announcer.
Tonight's anthem will be performed by the Minot High School Pep Band. We ask that you please remain at attention and hold your applause until the colors have been retired.
As we wrap up this Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show today on the PSP Network, it's time to meet the starting lineups For the Mandan Braves, just talked about him before that Keys to the Game segment. First-year head coach Janet Kopis, previous head coaching experience in this state with the St. Mary's Saints, took them to a state tournament or two, and then assistant coach last year for Mandan. And what a start for this Mandan team. Starting with 9 wins, just a tough one against a very good Legacy team. Really matches their defensive intensity, a low-scoring contest. It's going to be a little bit different today here in Minot. They're going to have to find that offense, and we talk a lot about McKenna Johnson. One of those other players to really look for is Zaya Grable, scores 10 points. Also defensively as well, 4.4 steals per game for this Braves team.
Yeah, they're going to need all of them tonight. They're going to need a really solid, good team defensive effort. That's the only way you got a shot here defending Bell and Minot High. They have the girls to do it, though. Like you said, they're a little bit more defensive-minded team than Minot. But I don't even want to give, discredit Minot, saying they're not defensive minded. They, the name of the game is to score more points than the other team, and that kind of overshadows how good they are at doing that. It kind of overshadows their defense.
For the Minot High Majettes, head coach Jason Schwartz, year number 5 of this program. He's 11 wins away from 100. He's already got 10 this season as we come up again on the halfway point of the WDA conference season. And the starting lineup does look a little bit differently tonight. But one of the mainstays in the starting lineup since day one has been Eve Knutson. And what a week she just came off of. 5 made threes in that win over the Century Patriots.
Yeah, earlier in the week she had a kind of a quiet outing. And then, the next night, I think she went 5 for 6 or maybe 5 for 7. I don't even know if she missed, to be honest, but that just speaks to the depth of this Minot High girls basketball team. And I'm really looking forward tonight to see who steps up. We can talk about Bell and Johnson for Mandan, but losing another piece like Lamore is something that we're going to see what Jason Schwartz does, who he brings off the bench, who's going to get more minutes and who's going to step up. I imagine Kinley Barch and Eve Knutson are going to be a little bit more aggressive offensively, and I'm sure they're super sad to lose their teammate, but I'm sure they're just as excited to have more opportunities.
Yeah, well, the new starter for Minot High tonight's the freshman Everett Deshaw. Got a lot of playing time a year ago. Kind of filled into that second off the bench, third off the bench role this year, but yeah, with 2 day 1 starters down, Deshaw and Barch have moved into that starting lineup. Sydney Aberley as well when you compare it to a year ago. Mandan on the road in the black jerseys tonight. White numbers and letters with the gray trim. Minot High in the home white uniforms. Maroon numbers and letters outlined in gold. The maroon and gold trim. I'll be heading from left to right here inside the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. It'll be McKenna Johnson versus Lily Bell in the center circle.
We ask that you please not walk through the court while the game is in motion.
And we are underway with WDA basketball on the PSP network. Tip-off controlled by the Braves. They'll put their offense to work first. Again, a lot concentrated outside the three-point line, but the main objective to look into the lane, and they try it there. It's deflected away by Knutson, the steal by Deshaw.
Yeah, Minot's starting out in a 2-3 zone. Really good job by Knutson getting those hands in the passing lanes, forcing that turnover.
Lily Bell on the drive with the right hand, just a little bit short. She's guarded there by Mandan's Anna Claire Bugby, a freshman in the starting 5. Gets the ball and tried to throw it to her teammate Johnson, but got fouled by Aberley first.
Yeah, kind of an uncharacteristic miss. I don't know if Mandan got a piece of that Bell attempt early, but a pretty strong drive, and I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of that as the game goes on.
Inbounds right to Bugby. It's a Zaya Grable, mentioned her name in the pregame show, trying to get an assist there in the lane to Anna Lyles, but a block shot by multiple Majettes keeps this game scoreless on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Barch hands off to Sydney Aberley, near side wing, and Knutson. Bell being double teamed means there's a skip pass open with Deshaw. They can't get it there though. Barch with single digits on the shot clock. Right side of the lane. Tough shot, but a foul is called against McKenna Johnson. Watch this one again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
Yeah, really strong drive. It looked like she was pretty straight up. Might be a little bit of body contact on that block attempt. But you love the strategy by Barch, kind of going right at Johnson. And that's a win. You get it to the free throw line, and you get one foul on Johnson.
And how about the game plan for Mandan? Double teaming Bell right away.
I mean, I don't hate it.
Second free throw on the way from Kinley Barch from the Surf Pro free throw line. It's missed. Goes 1 for 2, but Minot High has the first lead tonight. Grable, the point guard for Mandan. Back to Sarah Helderop. So high-low with Johnson and Bugby. Johnson with it low post, finds Bugby cutting from the free throw line off the front of the rim. The rebound to Lily Bell. We talked about how many points she scored against Mandan in each game last year. Had 19 rebounds in the regional tournament matchup between these teams. A steal by Lyles, one-on-one fast break against Barge, gives it up to Helderop. Missed it though. Offensive rebound and the putback by Johnson off 1 foot is good, and Mandan's on the board.
Yeah, I thought she might have rushed that shot. She had a little bit more time than she thought she did, but she got the nice shooter's roll and gives Mandan the early lead.
2-1 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. Find them online at bnc.bank. Knutson off balance. Can't get that shot to fall. And then a deflected pass out of bounds will stay with the Braves.
Yeah, you were saying, Everett Deshaw got the nod to the start tonight. I've been really impressed with her so far this year, coming off the bench. Really good handle, doesn't make any mistakes, can knock down an open shot.
Mandan into their offense on the out-of-bounds play. Johnson with the assist to Anna Lyles.
Yeah, really unselfish there by Mandan.
4-1 lead for the Braves. Bell, triple teamed, out to Knutson, picks up where she left off on Friday night.
Beautiful stroke, high arc. The higher you put it up, the higher percentage it's got to go in. Unselfish play by Minot.
A rebound to Kinley Barch for the Magents, looking for that lead again. They went up 1-0, and they tied it now at 4. Almost 3 minutes gone by in the first half. Aberle pulls the trigger on a 3. With Johnson having a hand up, it's no good. Aberle on the season shoots, she hasn't made a 3 yet. Now 0 for 7.
One will drop. She'll get one here before conference play is over.
Grable gets a ball screen from Johnson, has to pick up her dribble. It was poked away by Barch, so Grable's got it back. Helderop caught that pass on the sideline, a turnover for Mandan. They had something going there, just didn't get executed.
I think that all started with that ball pressure by Deshaw and Barch, kind of just getting Mandan out of rhythm, forcing a little bit longer pass to the wing, and results in a turnover. Like we say, we talk about Minot High's offense all the time, but that defense causes just as many problems for the opposing team.
Back into the offense go the Magents. Knutson to Barch, right inside to Bell. Shovel pass to Aberle. She lost where it was. Knocked away by Lyles. A steal by Bell, and the layup is good.
That's really good hustle by Bell, not giving up on the play. Coming back and getting that steal. It looked like Mandan was going to get on the break, and it's 2 points for Minot High.
6-4 the BNC National Bank scoreboard. 14-12 to go first half from Minot. Grable had a good look there from 3. Gave it up to Lyles on the block. Stolen away by the junior Lee Bell. Pressure in the backcourt. And Minot's going to get fouled. And we're coming up on that 10-second violation. Grable will get called for her first personal. And the second on Mandan.
You can't say enough about Bell. I mean, she can bring the ball up the floor. She can defend. She gets steals, blocks. Obviously, the scoring numbers are insane. Jason Swartz is a lucky man.
Won state championships. She was an 8th grader, but none since. There's a long 2. 8-4, Minot High, a 7-0 scoring run for the Magents. Lyles to Johnson. Gets behind Bell there, but the help defense by Knutson. Got the rebound away to Kinley Barch.
Strong rebound by Knutson. Sorry,
bit of a mismatch there.
Yeah.
Aberle, defense flies by, attacks with the left hand, fouled by Lyles. Into the free throw line she goes. Got a Ryan Family Dealerships replay here from earlier in the first half. This is a kick out to Knutson in the corner.
She loves that corner. high percentage. I would love to know her percentage from the corners this season. It's almost automatic.
Haberly makes the first free throw. Shoots over 50% from the charity stripe. Minot as a team, one of the best free throw shooters in the entire West region. But 50% to start this game. Zaya Grable working against Barch.
Minot High sticking in that zone.
They've only given up one field goal so far. Sorry, two. There was a two by Johnson earlier. Pass it out of bounds. More turnovers, though, than makes for the Braves.
Yeah, that's not a winning formula. You got to keep your turnovers down. They had a few seconds to work with on the shot clock there. Just got to be patient. Try to penetrate that zone, whether it's with a pass or a drive.
Still early today in the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Bell lost it. Keeps it in bounds. Rude over to Camden. Varney and one. You're going to watch this one way more than one more time.
What a finish. Really good cut. Great pass. Keeping her hands up, letting her know she's open. Two defenders. That was awesome.
I want to talk about players stepping up without some starters. That is Camden Vardy's second made field goal of the season. Misses the free throw, though, but the lead moves to 7. And the run, 10 in a row for Minot High. High pass. Grable saves it from going out of bounds. It's a turnover anyway. Picked up by Barch. Grable almost picked up a third foul right there. Stuck behind half court are the Majets. That's going to be 10.
Oh, that was 10 on the second there.
Yeah, it's not like getting to delay a game in the NFL.
Yeah, they don't check the clock to be 0. That hit 20, and they were just barely still in the backcourt. Good job by Mandan. That's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to get in the shorts of Minot High and make them uncomfortable moving forward.
Also got to go along with our keys to the game. Keep up. They've yet to do that in the first half since taking that 4-1 lead, and Coach Kopis is going to call a First International Bank and Trust timeout. Gives us a chance to take a break on the PSP Network. 11-4 Majets.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
First International Bank and Trust is a family-owned independent community bank built on the bond between their employees and customers. Founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across North Dakota, Minnesota, South Dakota, and Arizona. Find them online at FIBT.com. Your timeout sponsors on the PSP Network. Back for the break. Mandan basketball. Johnson out to Sapphire. LeBlanc off the bench and into the box score.
Yeah, good timeout there. Just what I was saying earlier, a little bit of penetration of the zone, kick out, collapse that defense for an open look, and she knocked it down.
Breaks that 10-0 scoring run for Minot. Rude hands off to Kinley Barch. Bring it to the near side, and Bell catch and shoot, long distance three off the back iron. LeBlanc with the rebound.
Yeah, really good closeout by Johnson there. Looked like Lily was going to be wide open coming off that double screen, and just really good effort closing out and making it tough on the shooter.
Bugby, dangerous pass there, gets knocked away by Bell. Barch, fast break, hell drop, trying to catch up. Left-handed layup is missed. Vardy there with the rebound. Her foot was on the line, but they'll keep playing. Bell all the way around the lane, and there's the shot blocking ability of McKenna Johnson. Watch it again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
There's that length coming into play. I mean, super good, strong drive by Bell, but stayed vertical and got another blocked shot for the stat book for Johnson.
Inbounds pass goes to CC Stevic. Back to Deshaw, and that shot went behind the backboard, but an offensive rebound by Aberle. And a foul is going to get called against Mandan as Deshaw went driving to the hoop. It's going to be against 8th grader Allie Reiner. And with Stevic into the game, 2 8th graders on the court right now.
Yeah, another tough one. Mandan definitely has some size that, as far as, you know, calling the games that I've called this year, that I haven't quite seen so far in the WDA, causing a little bit of problems for Minot High. Obviously, they got the 12-7 lead early here, but definitely a little bit different look defensively for the Majets to deal with here.
2 made free throws there for the freshman Everett Deshaw. 13-7 lead for the Majets of the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Hell drop goes right, guarded by Rude. Gets past her, shot missed. Rebound goes down to Stevic. That was Aberle. Up now up to Stevic. Deshaw, then Rude. Just going to bring it back outside the lane. Baseline pass to Deshaw. Skip near side. Rude. Before the defense could get there, Ariana Rude from downtown.
7 scores for 16 Minot High points. That's a really good sign early on, especially going down like we talked about, 2 starters. Really good sign early for Minot High.
LeBlanc thought about another one. Made a 3 just a few moments ago. Now Johnson long 2. Rebound gets deflected to LeBlanc. Stays with the Braves. Pass is picked off by Bell. Lely leads the charge. To Deshaw. Spins to the left hand. That's how you get around McKenna Johnson. Everett Deshaw going to the bag of tricks.
Really good drive. Didn't look like anything was there. Used the spin move on the right side, or on the left side, using her right hand.
LeBlanc, another one. Sapphire LeBlanc, a second made 3, and a second timeout called by Shannon Kopis of Mandan. 18-10 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
Thanks in large part offensively to Sapphire LeBlanc. Mandan hanging around in this first half. She scored the last 6 points for the Braves, cutting the deficit to 8.
Yeah, big shot. I didn't even realize it was an 11-point game there. Really good back and forth so far early here. 2 big threes for LeBlanc early, like you said, to keep Mandan in it.
Ball will stay with Minot High. Mandan in the full court pressure. They've already gotten Minot, 1 10-second backcourt violation. There comes the trap in the corner. Knutson breaks it. 9:10 to go, first half from Minot on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Majets lead 18-10 this matchup of the state's top 2 teams in Division AA. Aberle's pass deflected out of bounds.
I really like Aberle. Another kind of one of these unsung players for Minot High. Doesn't get a lot of pub, just does all the little things. I know Coach Schwartz can count on her. Plays bigger than she is. Just another really solid player.
Lily Bell gets a 1-minute break and is right back in the game. Everett Deshaw has been playing well here in the last 2 minutes. Fadeaway shot as the shot clock was expiring. Missed it. Johnson the rebound for Mandan. Zaya Grable also returns to the court for the Mandan Braves. Grable this season, 10 rebounds, 3 assists per game, and 4.5 steals a contest on defense. LeBlanc off the dribble. Stays hot.
Yeah, great job putting the ball on the floor, not settling for the 3, taking the mid-range jumper, and she's feeling it right now.
She was named Sport Clips MVP earlier this season for a big second half performance against Minot North. Kind of the same situation. Not much happening for Mandan on offense. And then she came in the game. That's a turnover by Minot High, and Mandan can make this a 1-possession game halfway through the first half.
Yeah, those early double teams when Minot High is looking to get the ball to Bell, kind of making it a little bit difficult. Minot's got to stay patient, maybe a ball reversal, and those openings will come.
LeBlanc again drives baseline. And then a pass to Grable. Quickly back to LeBlanc. Really feeling it right now, but misses the shot. Offensive rebound. Kimmy McAllister, right place at the right time.
Yeah, she's under the hoop. Ball falls right to her. Just kind of scooped it up there and in. Right place, right time, but a great finish.
And what a run here for Mandan. They trail by 4 at 18-14, first half. Bell, pull up, it's good. Over the double team.
Yeah, it didn't look like anything was there. She just showed her many of skills there to finish over a couple defenders.
6 points is the team high right now for Lily Bell. McAllister from the corner. Bounce pass right to Eve Knutson. Thought LeBlanc was going to keep cutting. Deshaw on the fast break. Blocked by LeBlanc. Sapphire LeBlanc.
Doing it on both ends. That was a really good job. I think Deshaw was trying to create the contact, create a little bit of space to put that up, and LeBlanc just kind of stayed back and used her length, and another block shot for Mandan.
Saw it again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. For 50 years, Ryan has been a trusted name for car buyers in western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com. Mandan saying Lily pushed off there to get open on that pass. No points there, though, from that shot at the free throw line. Grable off-balance shot, and then the ball ripped away by the Majettes. Again, the Braves looking for a call.
Lily closes so fast. It looked like she was going to have a nice attempt at the missed shot there, and Lily's just too fast, too big. Gets another block of her own.
Foul called against the Braves, and just looking at the scoreboard, you can see Mandan's displeasure here in the first half. That's now 6 fouls to 1, but they are the team. The Minot's been playing zone the majority of the time. Mandan's been very aggressive, pressuring the basketball.
Yeah, being real physical, which is what you have to do. If you want to limit Lily down low, you got to throw bodies at her. You got to be aggressive defensively. And Mandan on offense has been shooting a little bit more from deep and making their shots. So that's going to cause the disparity.
Zaya Grable swoops in there and gets the steal. Out to LeBlanc. 3 balls, no good. Rebound, bounces off a couple of players. Thrown back in by Anna Claire Bugby to Grable. Back to LeBlanc, corner 3, wedged in between the rim and the backboard there. And that'll be a jump ball going to Minot.
Yeah, kind of a possession heat check for LeBlanc there. I don't blame her after hitting 3 of her first couple shots. Really good looks, too. They just didn't drop there, and still a 6-point game.
Today's game on the PSP Network brought to you in part by Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. Now for 0% financing and free consultations. Find them online at lineupbraces.com. Zaya Grable's everywhere the ball is. Another steal, and then gets fouled.
Those double teams before Lily gets it, and when she got it, she's just got to do a little bit better job taking her time, clearing herself, and obviously if 2 are on you, that means somebody's open.
Grable catches the inbounds pass in the corner, works up to the top of the key on a pass to LeBlanc. Contested shot, she finds it again.
Shooters shoot. You make your first couple as a shooter. That's all the ammunition you need. And she's got 3 threes in the first half.
11 points for Sapphire LeBlanc off the bench in half number 1. First International Bank and Trust timeout on the PSP Network.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shots Crossroads Fuel to Food reward program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shots Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shots Crossroads.
Thank you for joining us today on the PSP Network, a WDA doubleheader on a Tuesday night from Minot. The Minot basketball out of their own timeout. 3 are left for Mandan in the game. That was the first taken by Jason Schwartz for the Minot Majettes. Rude on the run, finds Eve Knutson from that corner just like before.
That's her spot, man. You can't leave her open in that left corner.
23-17. LeBlanc trying to keep up in this three-point shooting contest between her and Eve Knutson. She does have the lead.
Oh,
Knutson, though, flies right past the defense for 2.
Got to stop the ball. Really good heads-up play by Knutson. Saw it outside of the three-point line. Saw that lane open up and took it.
Johnson has been very limited in the scoring department. Had the first made field goal, 2 points for Mandan, but since then nothing. Gets fouled by Lily Bell. Johnson averaging 14 a game, shoots 47% from the field. McAllister in the lane. Got to get it out. Does to a wide open Sapphire LeBlanc. Minot's not learning their lesson.
No, that's way too open. She picked up her dribble. There was no reason to leave your defender. And if you're LeBlanc, you're thinking, am I really this open?
25-20 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Rude, another one for her.
Minot just knows how to answer the bell.
Pass to the baseline and Bugby. Back out to LeBlanc. Skip pass. Grable, extra pass. McAllister, corner 3 is no good. Rebound down to Camden Vardy. Picked up her dribble in a really bad spot. Pass gets completed to Lily Bell. Up to Rude, all the way across the court. Knutson set up in the corner, just a little off.
Oh, really good effort by Rude there.
But a steal by Bugby. 3-on-3. Grable, pull up. Bell the rebound. 3.5 to go in the first half. Offensive foul against Lily Bell. And it was LeBlanc that took it. She's doing everything for Mandan right now.
She's doing everything. Minot just a little bit sped up, a little bit frazzled by the Mandan pressure. Really good job by Mandan. 94 feet, playing solid, sound defense, creating that turnover.
Mandan trails by 8 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard, 28-20. They have the basketball with 3:23 to go in the first half. Sarah Heldrop back in the game for the Braves. Finds Grable. Long 3, it's good. They gave her time to think about it.
Yeah, I didn't know if she wanted to put that up or not, if she was going to drive the ball, and said, let me get on this three-point action.
So what Minot has done so much here in this first half is respond. Can they do it again with Vardy? Out to Stevic, the 8th grader from downtown. Missed it. Rebound gets deflected. Out of bounds. Last touch by Heldrop of Mandan.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that ball was going to go to Mandan. I guess you can't ever put it in the officials' hands. Try to go get that loose ball, but possession stays with Minot.
CC Stevic, we maybe only seen her at the very end of games that are kind of put away and already decided, but moving up the depth chart with the injuries. Aberle all alone there at the top of the key, gives it to Stevic, into Bell. There's 3 black jerseys there, and a foul is going to be called. That goes against Allie Reiner. 2 shots coming up for Lely.
Lely said, this ball's going up. I don't care if there's 5 Mandan defenders around me or not. She got the ball in a pretty good spot, did her work early, and got herself to the free throw line.
This is the first free throw, though. A rare miss for the 84% free throw shooter.
Yeah, I don't think Minot's made both of their free throw attempts yet in this first half.
I have them down for 4 of 9 at the free throw line. That was the second foul against Reiner. Puts Minot in the bonus for the rest of the first half. Another 1-for-2 trip for the Majettes at the Serve Pro free throw line. 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. Missed 3 by Zaya Grable. Heldrop back out to Grable. Second chance, makes it count.
Yeah, again, 2 open. Just made one a couple possessions earlier. Found herself open on the wing and took her time. Really nice looking shot there by Grable.
1 possession game in the first half, 29-26. Majettes still with the lead. Pass back out to Deshawn, now Barch. Underhand pass to Stevic. 6 to shoot. It'll be Aberle from beyond the arc. Bell, the offensive rebound. I think there was some ghosts there affecting that shot.
Yep, exactly, Owen. I think that she thought there was going to be a little contact, a little bit more resistance on the shot, and just rushed it a bit.
And then a chance to tie. Intercepted pass to Everett Deshaw. She'll wait for her teammates. Looking for Aberle, instead finds Bell. No assist, though.
Kind of an uncharacteristically kind of bad miss there by Bell. Kind of barely got rim.
Back to back. Long 2 from Anna Claire Bugby, rolls in.
Her first 2 of the ball game. A big 2 points to get the Braves within 1 here. Just over a minute to play in the first half.
Yeah, Bugby really put in the starting lineup tonight to follow around Lily Bell. But there adds in a bit of offense as well. Deshaw, right side, high off the glass. And a foul on the rebounding effort against Bell. That's her second offensive foul so far.
Mandan is hyped up. The players on the court, the bench, the fans, they're feeling good about this this first half here so far.
Because that's 3 fouls on Lely here before halftime.
Yeah. That's as important as any other stat so far in this game.
So Lely off the court. Mandan with the basketball, under a minute to go in the first half, looking for their first lead since it was 4-1.
They got all the confidence right now closing this first half out.
Grable, catch and shoot. Bingo!
Three threes in the last few minutes for Grable.
Down to 40 seconds to go first half. 31-29 Mandan on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Aberle spins back to the right hand, well short. Bugby might have got a fingertip on the basketball.
Yeah, I think she did.
2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Zaya Grable walks the ball up the floor. Passes to Sarah Heldrop. That drive and kick, but no kick this time. It's all Heldrop, missed shot. Rebound down to Kinley Barch, a long rebound. Minot, good hold for the last shot. Deshaw takes it with 8 on the clock. It's a missed 3, the rebound, and now Mandan a chance to put one up before the buzzer. It'll be with Grable running along the sideline, just puts up a prayer. It's no good, but Mandan, what a first half comeback to take the lead. Can they hold on for the next 18 minutes? We've got a halftime show before that.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
It's time for the Magic Towing halftime report. Remember their phone number, 701-509-4011. Whenever you need to tow, there's no job too big or too small for Magic Towing. Remember to name PSP Network whenever you need to tow and save $50. That's 701-509-4011. We'll start the Magic Towing halftime report by taking a look at the first half stats. Some big numbers to know for the Mandan Braves.
Yeah, kind of the tale of this first half is Johnson and Bell coming in both significantly below their averages, but for Minot High, they were led by E. Knutson with 8. Lily Bell had 7. Ariana Root had 6. Everett Deshaw had 4. 2 for Camden Vardy, 1 for Sydney Aberly, and 1 for Kinley Barch. The story for Mandan Braves, Sapphire LeBlanc, 4 huge threes, 14 points. Zaya Grable, 9. And then 2 for McKenna Johnson, Kimmy McAllister, Anna Claire Bugby, and Anna Lyles for the 2-point lead tonight.
Oh, well, one of the stats came up with researching this game, looking back at last year's matchups, was the 3-point shooting numbers. And this year, 3-point shooting hasn't really been great for Mandan. 25% as a team. That ranks in the bottom half of the WDA at 7th. Minot High shooting 37% from beyond the arc. That ranks first, but clearly the 3-point shooting has been advantage Mandan.
Yeah, for sure. Huge play off the bench from LeBlanc. Like we said, knocking down 4 big threes, totaling for their team in the first half, 7 of them. We don't keep, makes and misses, at least not up here we don't, but I'd be hard-pressed to say they weren't over 50% in that first half. Definitely the shot and the story so far in this game.
Now, obviously, the other thing for Mandan, the one thing they were kind of missing was the offensive presence of McKenna Johnson. 2 points in the first half, and with Lily Bell in foul trouble after 18 minutes with 3, and likely to be on the bench for a bit here in the second half, especially early on. Maybe that's another thing Mandan can utilize.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Schwartz is going to start her here in this second half. I mean, 18 minutes is a long ways to go, and with the way Mandan's been pressuring her, kind of frustrating her a little bit, yeah, definitely look for Johnson to be a little bit more aggressive on the offensive end. I mean, the whole team, Lely's such a force down low, closes so many driving lanes up with her size and her ability to move. Yeah, that's definitely going to be the story of the second half, to see what Mandan can do with that foul trouble.
And thank you to North Dakota Score Feed, giving us up-to-the-minute updates with scores from around the state. Try and get some scores here from around the WDA reported at halftime. Bismarck High with a 46-23 lead over Dickinson at the break. Two teams receiving votes in the capital city. Century with a 36-27 lead over the St. Mary's Saints at the half, and no score yet in from Jamestown or Williston. And of course, your score here on the BNC National Bank scoreboard: Mandan 31, Minot 29. The last time these two teams met here at Magic City Campus Gymnasium, Minot had the 2-point lead at the half, and with almost 30 second half points from Lely Bell, pulled away to get the win, the first of 3 last year over the Braves. Mandan looking to snap the losing streak. We've got another half of basketball next on the PSP Network.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
The dictionary defines community as a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
We have another game coming up tonight on the PSP Network. The boys matchup between Mandan and Minot. Minot High, it's the first time losing back-to-back regular season games since February of 2020. That's pre-COVID stuff right there.
This feels like 20 years ago when you say it like that. Yeah, Minot High boys are going to look for a bounce back tonight. It doesn't get any easier with Hudson, Sheldon, and Mandan coming in.
Oh yeah, Mandan offense that can get very hot very fast, just like we saw this Mandan girls team do in the second half of the first half today, as they have built a 31-29 lead. It's their first lead since, again, they were up 4-1 early in today's game. Braves start the second half with the basketball. Gray Bull, Hell Drop, Bugby, Johnson, and Lyles, just how they started the game. They'll start this second half.
Yeah, Minot coming out in a man-to-man defense, changing things up a little bit.
And the question we left you with, Bell, she does start the second half with 3 fouls and gets a steal right there. Minot quickly down the floor. Barch, one-on-one against Gray Bull, gives it up to Bell, guarded by the freshman Anna Claire Bugby. Minot looking for the tie or the lead. Bell in the lane. Outside to Everett DeShaw. 3-ball, too far. Bugby the rebound.
Yeah, really unselfish there by Bell. I thought she could have put that shot attempt up, but found an open shooter. Just didn't convert.
Scoreless first possession for both teams out of halftime. Anna Lyles going left, hands off to Zaya Grable, back to the right, and the top of the key. 3-ball for the left hand is missed.
Yeah, that was all but down, little double rim. I think she wants that one back.
Kinley Barch. Pull up there in the lane, but it rolls off the rim, no good.
You don't see a lot of those anymore, those mid-range jumpers, kind of in between shots. It's a lot of threes and it's a lot of stuff at the basket. Kind of an awkward distance for Barch there.
Well, I've heard plenty of commentators say in the college game that coaches don't want to see you take a mid-range shot. It's either an attack to the hoop or a 3-ball. That's almost non-existent at that level.
Yep. That's the analytics playing a part in today's game.
Johnson had no choice but to shoot that three. We mentioned earlier, has 5 made 3-point field goals in the last 2 seasons. A foul is going to be called against Mandan's Anna Lyles.
Yeah, those are just tough. You see those called at all levels of basketball. First one to the floor, the Minot High player kind of actually ends up making contact with her. She falls on top of her and it's a foul. Those are tough if you're Mandan, but you still got this 2-point lead and see if you can string together another stop.
Yeah, 2 minutes of this second half and no points for both teams. Knutson to Aberle off the screen from Bell. Now to Shaw. Open lane on the left side. Foul on the ground. Bugby fouled Bell before she got the basketball.
I really like that action by Minot High. Instead of standing out of the 3-point line, trying to just tunnel vision in, trying to get a post touch to Bell, you drive, you kick it out, then you try to enter to the post. It gives Mandan less time to throw those extra bodies at Bell.
Knutson gets a screen. It's a pass as well from Barch and knocks down a third 3 of the game.
The Knutson corner. You're going to have to trademark that here on the Minot High gym floor.
Leading scorer for the Jets in today's game with 11 points. DeShaw went for the steal, didn't get it. Ball stays with the Braves. Johnson to Heldrop. Off the bounds, missed the shot. Fighting for the rebound, it goes to Lily Bell. DeShaw looking up the court, saw Barch, couldn't get the pass away though. Aberle stuck with it. And the Jets do lead 32-31 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. They've made the only shot of this second half. Keep passing around the lane, looking for Bell. Gets it now for 3. Double team comes her way, but knocks down the shot.
I just can't get over the skill level. I mean, that type of shot and action is usually done by point guards, shooting forwards. I mean, she's the 5 for this team, and she's running around screens like she's the 2 guard. Really impressive.
There's that Knutson 3 on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Just had Zaya Grable get called for an offensive foul. That's her third as well. Stays in the game though. Allie Reiner checks in for Anna Claire Bugby, and her assignment, guard Lily Bell.
Yeah, they have the bodies for a player like Lily. They got the size and multiple girls on this team. A luxury a lot of teams in the WDA don't have.
Bell to an open Aberle, but missed the layup. Second chance denied by McKenna Johnson.
Yeah, she might not be scoring a lot on this end, but she's making her presence felt on the defensive end for sure.
Gets the entry pass from Grable. Zaya calling for it back. Johnson gonna keep it. Missed it, too strong off the window.
Good defense by Aberle there, going straight up.
Pass to the corner. This is Everett DeShaw for 3. Rebound to Sarah Heldrop. Still Mandan asking for that push-off from Bell. Not getting much room. That's what the Mandan defense is all about tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I understand their case, but they're also pressing up on Lily as well, so calls could be made on both ways. Really strong take there by Mandan, getting this thing back to 2 points.
2 points for Sarah Heldrop. It's first points of the second half for the Braves after 4.5 minutes. Right to Lily Bell, an assist for Eve Knutson.
Really good job by Bell there, not putting the ball on the floor, just catching it and going up with it, not allowing more defenders to swarm.
Mandan is down 4 at 37-33, 13 minutes to go in the game. Heldrop looking for Reiner. Instead, a few dribbles and a pass to Lyles. Grable didn't think she was the intended target. Ends up with Heldrop. Not the best shot Mandan probably could have taken on that possession. Minot takes over on offense. Barch to DeShaw. Wraparound pass to Sydney Aberle.
Her first bucket of the game. Really good job of getting position early. Thought that ball was going to go to Lily on the cut, but it was a better find for Sydney, who had her defender posted up underneath the basket.
Aberly, an average of 8 points, 7 rebounds per night. As that second forward for the Minot Majets. 3-ball from Grable, short. Rebound goes to Barch. She's on the ground. It's the pass away to Eve Knutson.
Mandan wanted to travel there. You see those called both ways too. Like when she had the possession, she's sliding on the ground. I don't want to be an official.
It's a matter of whether she rolled with the basketball or just slid. A lot happened there at the top of the key. No whistle, sweep play on. And a game as tightly contested as this, number 1 and number 2, you don't want to put the result in the hands of the officials. Just play the game.
Yeah,
play the
got
game.
to stay under control. Both teams got to stay under control. Mandan's doing a good job. Up on Minot High, up on Bell, 30 feet away from the basket. Seeing a little bit of frustration from both teams coming out here, but like you said, you just got to stay in it and play your game.
Bell barely saw who she was trying to pass it to in the corner. Vardy, it gets deflected out of bounds, and it'll go to Mandan.
Yeah, she kind of threw a blind pass there. I don't know if they realized the shot clock was as low as it was. Mandan, really good job making Minot uncomfortable again.
Today's game brought to you in part by Minot State University. With more than 96% of recent Minot State grads employed or continuing their education, MSU grads get jobs, period. There's Zaya Grable for 2. He seemed to be heard to go at MSU. That's Minot State University.
Her first 2. It's been all 3s for her. Really strong take.
There goes Vardy into the lane. Gets it again from Barch. 3-ball from Camden Vardy. What a game for her. Her first made 3 this season.
Yeah, talk about girls stepping up in the absence of these hurt players. And Vardy's done just that tonight.
Vardy, the junior, in her first chance at the varsity level this season. Foul against Rude there will put Zaya Grable at the Serve Pro free throw line. 24/7 emergency service and training technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration at Serve Pro. Grable makes the first of 2 free throw attempts here.
Yeah, these are big free throws here for Mandan. Minot on a little bit of a run, opening the game up 6-7 points. Good job by Grable knocking both of those down.
42-37 Minot on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Under 11 minutes to play, second half. You know you're busy. That's why I'm going to visit any of the locations for BNC National Bank, North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. You can also find them online at bnc.bank. Foul against the Braves. Goes against Zaya Grable. That's the 4th on Zaya tonight. So that means she's going to have to exit the game with 10:43 to go, at least momentarily.
Getting a little bit of a clarification from the official. Being really good sportsmanship there by her, kind of wondering what she can do that isn't illegal.
And then relays the message to the bench. 44-37 after 2 made free throws for Lily Bell, up to 14 points tonight. Reiner falling down there, put up the shot, it gets blocked by Bell. Vardy nearly traveled. It's become a tense atmosphere here in the Magic City Campus Gymnasium.
Yeah, that's what you want.
I think the players are feeling it.
Yeah, that's what you want. 1 versus 2. You want everybody to care and be into it.
Reiner fights hard and gets the rebound. Sapphire LeBlanc back in the game for the Mandan Braves. Had those huge 14 points in the first half to kind of wake up that Mandan offense.
Yeah, Minot's done a little bit better job staying attached to her here to start this second half. She hasn't seen a lot of daylight so far.
Reiner out to Bugby. Back to Reiner, long 2. Bugby gets the offensive rebound. Out to LeBlanc for 3. A foul after the shot went up. Correct? Yep, count it. And then a foul against Minot's Aberly. So Mandan, you rarely see this, make a shot and they get the ball right back.
Yeah, really good break for Mandan here. It must have been late enough if the ball was through the basket to get them possession.
It was on the rebounding attempt, so the shot had been up.
Sure.
44-40, still the Majets lead. Heldrop gets it away to Kimmy McAllister. Why not? Missed it though. Reiner the offensive rebound for two. 2-point ball game thanks to 3 consecutive offensive rebounds for Mandan.
Yeah, her first 2 points of the game are big ones. A 5-point possession there by Mandan. That'll help you get back into the game.
Sure will. 1 possession is the difference. Knutson, a shot she maybe could have taken there, but LeBlanc, the nice closeout. Rude to Deshaw, back to Bell. Triple teams there. Gets it back out to Everett. Deshaw's it stolen away by Kimmy McAllister. Can she beat Rude to the bucket? Tried to scoop it there and gets fouled by Ariana Rude.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, we got a chance for Mandan to tie this game back up. It looked like Minot High was going to be kind of starting to find something on offense. It was a 7-8 point game, and like I said, all of a sudden, Mandan's right back in this thing.
Kimmy McAllister shoots a team high 82% in the Serve Pro free throw line. He's the only player above 65% that's shot more than 5 free throws this season.
Well, that's the girl you want on the line then, huh?
Chance to tie it for Kimmy. She does. 44 all on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. We've played 9 minutes in this second half from Minot. Kinley Barch hands off to Deshaw. Knutson sets a screen for Bell. 3 on the way, missed it. Aberly throws back the rebound to Deshaw through the lane. Rebound to the Braves. They hold and nearly throw it away.
Heck of an effort there by Aberly saving that. I thought there was no shot. Created another opportunity for Minot, but that length of Mandan really stifling Minot's attempts around the bucket.
A lot going on tonight elsewhere on the PSP network. We've got 3 basketball doubleheaders, 1 standalone Division B girls basketball game, and also boys hockey tonight on the PSP network. We're glad you joined us here, though, for the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Number 1 and number 2 even at 44. Reiner at the free throw line tries to find Bugby, deflected out of bounds by Lily Bell, who, with the help of her teammates offensively, has been able to focus a lot on defense tonight, because that's been quite an issue for Minot.
Yeah, it was a risky play there, reaching across and getting that hand on that ball with 3 fouls. Really good play.
Long 2 from Allie Reiner gets it to go. Mandan is back in front.
4 big points here for Reiner after not scoring in that first half.
Aberly lobs it to Lily Bell, a little bit too far though. Reiner the steal. Mandan's largest lead today has only been 3 points. LeBlanc guarded by Deshaw. Back to Sarah Heldrop. Reiner with 10 on the shot clock against Aberly. Couldn't get the layup to go. The Mandan crowd raises its volume. Barch spins to the left. Off the glass, missed it. Rebound tip to LeBlanc. Up ahead to McAllister. Another fast break. McAllister, essentially a pass to Bugby. She misses the shot, gets her own rebound. 3rd chance for the Braves is no good. Knutson deflects it back to McAllister. A 4th chance. LeBlanc hits it. 49-44 Braves. Timeout on the floor. Our first timeout of this second half with 7 minutes to go.
Mike slices your sub right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah. The rhythm
sliced right in front of you. It's the Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
What hasn't Sapphire LeBlanc done today for the Mandan Braves?
Coming through big, both halves, knocking down shots, shooting it at a high percentage. Great job by Mandan, using their length, not giving up on all these offensive and defensive rebound attempts, keeping possessions alive and creating themselves a nice 5-point cushion here with 7 minutes to go.
49-44 Mandan on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Braves have 2 timeouts remaining. Minot with 4. 6:45 to go in the contest. Eve Knutson with the basketball. All the way into the lane, out to Everett DeShaw. Had a lot of space there, keeps the offense in motion. Trying to get it to Lily Bell again. All with a double team.
You need a bucket. That's probably a good place to go. You can see a little bit more of that from Minot the last 6 minutes of this ball game.
16 points this evening for Lily. She scored 30 or more in all 3 meetings against Mandan a year ago. Heldrop, jump pass. Out to Kimmy McAllister right in the middle. Another offensive rebound. Goes to Bugby, Heldrop, shot fake. Another offensive rebound, but then a turnover. Tell you what, there really is never a team that out-rebounds Minot on the offensive glass, but Mandan has today.
Yeah, they're throwing their bodies everywhere. They have the size, they have the height, and they're putting the energy towards it. It's not easy to rebound. I get 1 rebound in my rec game, and I got to sub myself out. So these girls are putting it out there.
Minot now playing from behind in the final 5.5 minutes. Bell wants it in the lane. She will not get it. What do we have there? 3 seconds?
I'm not sure. Mandan came away with the steal.
It wasn't a foul.
No.
It was a turnover anyway.
Right.
Ball going to Mandan. LeBlanc with the basketball. 4 made threes today for her. Actually, it's 5.
Shoot, I got her for 6.
Oh, man. CC Stevick in the game for Minot.
Some big minutes for the 8th grader.
Yeah. Down low, Knutson out to Stevick. To Aberly. She's had a lot of tough shots today. That one gets blocked again. Heldrop up to Bugby. Kind of shot it on the run. LeBlanc the steal. Shot fake to the right hand, rolls off to the right. Bell the rebound. McKenna Johnson back to the scores table for Mandan. She'll come in at the next dead ball. Bell threw it off a Mandan player and eventually finds its way back to Stevick. Her pass is transferred out to Knutson. Rebound goes to Mandan.
Bodies on the floor. Everybody's giving it their all. You got to love to see it.
Grable in the game with 4 fouls, has her shot blocked by Knutson. Reiner had it blocked as well.
Really good job by Knutson getting her hand on the ball. I like the no calls there. Girls putting their effort in on both sides.
Barch ended up throwing that ball out of bounds.
Yeah, that was such an errant pass. I thought that got tipped, but must have been a little miscommunication there from Minot High.
Lily Bell going to get subbed out here. She has not picked up a foul yet in this second half. Had 3 in the first, so she's played 14 minutes so far with those 3 personals. 49-46 Mandan. This game is so much like the game we had last year at this gymnasium between these 2 teams. Missed shot by Grable. Rebound to CC Stevick.
Where's Minot going to get their points from with Bell on the bench? Down 3 here with 3 minutes to play. See if they can get something good.
DeShaw. Out to Stevick. Trying to find Knutson. Here goes Stevick for 3.
Wow.
That's a big shot right there for the 8th grader.
Huge shot.
49 all. 3 from the other 8th grader, Reiner. Rebound tip to Grable, right down the middle, count it.
Good drive there by Grable, getting that long rebound and saying, I'm going to take this thing all the way to the cup.
Out of bounds, last touch by the Braves. Here's that Stevic made 3 on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Nowhere near the line.
She was too open for too long. An 8th grader, you're probably like, should I shoot this? Big moment, big game. She made the right decision.
Timeout on the floor called by Jason Schwartz of Minot. We'll take it as well. Come back for the final 2:40 on the PSP Network.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Today's broadcast of high school basketball on the PSP Network brought to you in part by the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. Open Monday to Friday from 8:30 to 7. And on Saturdays from 8:30 to 3, it's the UPS store for all your packing and shipping needs. Minot basketball. To Knutson in the corner. Drew 2 closeouts, misses the 3. Stevic the offensive rebound. Lily Bell did check back in there during the break. Knutson on the drive for 2. Tie ball game once again.
She's faster than we give her credit for. Really strong take. Obviously, she's getting closed out at because of her shooting ability. And we got a steal by Barch.
All kinds of white jerseys up ahead for Minot, but they lost the handle of it. Stevic keeps the offense somewhat under control. 2 minutes to go. Knutson, it was blocked by Johnson. That's a big-time play right there by the NDSU commit. Blocking the 3. Going the other way is Grable. Bell unable to catch up. Offensive rebound goes to Johnson, who has just 2 points tonight. A third chance for the Braves. How about LeBlanc? No.
Really good defense there by Minot High. Not able to secure the rebound, but didn't give up on the play and made it tough on LeBlanc with that 3-point attempt.
Ten seconds to shoot. Barch. No.
Oh, down and out. You could hear the collective oof when that ball didn't go in. From both sides, exactly.
Final 65 seconds. Johnson for 3. No. Bugby went in there and gets called for the foul. Looked like a routine rebound attempt. Now some warnings handed out there to the Mandan bench.
They're into it. They're into it. 1 versus 2.
How couldn't you be?
Absolutely. Yeah, Stevic had the position. It might be a little bit of a touchy call, but
it's the second time this year Minot High has hosted a team ranked number 2 in the state. First one was West Fargo Horace. That one went to overtime.
Getting both teams' best shots here.
Barch. Hands off to Knutson. Bell trying to get open on some screens. A little bit of space for 3. Misses the shot. Rebound goes down to McAllister. And there is very little time left in regulation. 51-51 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. It might come down to who can make one more shot. LeBlanc's a pretty good option for Mandan tonight. Spins around, now steps through. LeBlanc off the glass. Oh, man. Coach Schwartz is going to hold on to the timeout. Bell right down the side. Fade away, no off the side of the backboard. And number 1 is about to go down again in this building. There still should be some time left on the clock. There was a foul with 1.3.
Yeah, it should be right around a second, 1.3, 1.1, maybe even just a second. But they definitely committed the foul before. He called it. But, you know, it's not like the NBA. You don't get to call a timeout after the free throws and advance the ball. So no matter what they put up, it's going to be tough sledding for Minot.
Coach Schwartz had 3 timeouts left. And there was no shot clock. They needed a make there. And, you know, obviously trust in many people's minds, and for good reason, the best player in girls basketball in North Dakota to make that shot. But maybe you want to get everybody under control, and there's going to be almost no time left for a miracle.
Yeah, I mean,
unless you get a steal here.
Right. I mean, yeah.
Because Mandan is nowhere near bonus free throws.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even look at that. That's right.
So the only option for Minot High is to get a steal on the inbounds with 1.1.
Good call, Owen. Yeah, that foul situation I didn't even think about. You think at the end of these games everybody's going to be in the bonus, but it's not the case for either team.
So Mandan's just got to get the ball inbounds. They get it to Graybull, and now it's official. Nobody's unbeaten anymore in AA basketball. And what a final 2 months we have to go. Mandan 53, Minot High 51. Your final postgame show is next.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
For the second time in a week, #1 in Division AA, the boys and girls loses in their own building. This building, this time it's the Minot High Majettes falling to #2 in the state, Mandan, 53-51. It's the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit them online at planningteam.com, helping clients work toward financial freedom. And Shots Crossroads, get filled up on their delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. We'll speak with our Sport Clips MVP here very shortly, but first a look at the individual stat lines from this 53-51 Mandan victory on the road.
Okay, Owen, Minot High was led by Lily Bell with 16 points, Eve Knutson 13, Kinley Barch had 1, Everett Deshaw 4, Sydney Aberley 3, Ariana Rude 6, Camden Vardy 5, and Cece Stevick 3. The Braves were led by LeBlanc with 6 3-pointers, totaling 22 points on the evening. Zaya Graybull 15. McKenna Johnson just 2, but she was huge on the defensive side of things. Kimmy McAllister 4. Sarah Helderop 2. Anna Claire Bugby 2. Allie Renner 4. And Anna Lyles with 2 as well. Both teams scored 22 points in the second half, but it was that big 2-point lead that Mandan got to end the first half, and that was the difference, 53-51 Mandan.
It's the first regular season loss for Minot High to a North Dakota opponent since February 23rd of 2023 when they lost to the Century Patriots. And, you know, it's probably one of those losses that in the next couple hours is one of those that's kind of earth-shattering, and it takes North Dakota by storm. But it's the end of January. There's a lot of basketball to be played. There's a chance that maybe these Minot players get a little bit healthy. Mandan, they got this win. They're going to move up to number 1 in tomorrow's poll, but there's still a lot of basketball left to play here in North Dakota this season, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes playing with that 10-0, 12-0, 9-0 record is more of a burden than it is. And it's nice to be ranked number 1. It's nice to have the unblemished record, but Mandan did a lot of really good things, especially defensively against Lily Bell, and Minot's going to be able to see what they could have taken advantage of better moving forward, and they're going to learn from this, and the monkey's off their back a little bit.
All right, well, our Sport Clips MVP is on her way up here. We'll talk to her in just 30 seconds.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens, that's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged, the stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Welcome back into our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. We're talking now with our Sport Clips MVP tonight, Sapphire LeBlanc. We spoke to you earlier in the season at Minot North, and once again, it's the same story, making big-time shots off the bench. I mean, what was it this time around? What was the feeling like today?
I think it was just really cool to beat the number 1 team in state, and we were really working hard off that loss of legacy. We were really learning from like our mistakes, like how we could play with each other more, and really focusing up on our defense, because that was a really big issue in our last game.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you that next question, just the difference from the legacy game on Friday to this one. And we were all thinking, well, you got to score to beat this Minot team, but it was, as much as it was making big baskets there at the end of the first half and the second half, it was defense. How about the job of your freshman and 8th grade teammates, Anna Claire Bugby and Allie Reiner tonight, guarding Lily Bell and holding her under 20 points today?
I think they really stepped up, and they really knew what their job was on the court, and even whenever they did foul her, we still picked them up, and they got back up and still played their best defense, and I really think they contributed to our win tonight.
You've played a majority of this first half of the season on the road, and it's been all wins away from home for your team. The rest of the schedule now, a few more home games. How do you plan to carry the momentum from this win through the next couple weeks here?
I think really just preparing for every team like they're the best team, because they're obviously going to play their best, like, since we only lost 1 time, and like they really want to have that target on our back, because we just beat the number 1 team as well.
That's how it works. The target moves to you guys now. All right, Sapphire, thank you for joining us. Great job today.
Thank you.
All right, we'll wrap up today's post-game show next on the PSP Network.
Stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair. Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all.
7, pressure, points, yeah! It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's a spot! Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Well, it's time to hand out our final award in this Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. Magic City Home Leisure move of the game. A lot to choose from today, Tony. It wasn't one where you gotta make something up tonight. There was enough highlight reel plays, but no play was bigger. No play mattered more than the game-winning shot by Sapphire LeBlanc, who made how many threes today for her team. Had to drive against Knutson, the shot fake, the step through, and a win for Mandan tonight over Minot High thanks to that game-winning shot.
Yeah, just a really smart, under control play, knowing the clock is ticking down. You need a bucket. Like you said, step through, scoop shot, left hand, after she's been hot from behind the arc all game. Really impressive, great all-around game, did things on defense. She did it all tonight, and she deserves the MVP.
And she sweeps the awards tonight. Sapphire LeBlanc for the Mandan Braves. She said it there at the end of the interview. The target moves to their back now the rest of the season. Obviously, they'll match up at the end of the year, the regular season, with the Minot High Magenta, that all-new Starion Bank basketball arena in Mandan, North Dakota. Long time till that one. Still games to play yet this weekend for both teams. For the Braves, they will host St. Mary's, who's in a great one tonight against Bismarck Century, a St. Mary's team that is playing some incredible basketball lately, while Minot High goes on the road to take on another Division I commit in Brooklyn Felkley against the Legacy Sabres. You can catch that game Friday night on the PSP Network. That does it for game number one. Somehow this boys game's got to follow it up. A Mandan win, 53-51 over the number one Magents. Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show is next.
Stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair. Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7, pressure, points, yeah!
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's a spot! Right there, huh? Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day. So you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
It's time for the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show ahead of game number 2 today for the Magic City Campus Gymnasium with timely services that won't slow you down and no appointment needed. Stay in your car, drive through oil change service. It'll take about 15 minutes at any of the Valvoline Instant Oil Change locations in Bismarck or Minot. Find out more what they do online at VIOC.com. Mandan and Minot High, the Minot High Magicians, they've got to be feeling the pressure now. 0 for 2 last week at home, a 3-point loss. They were outscored by 17 points in the second half against the Dickinson Midgets and a loss there. And then on Friday night against Bismarck Century, who moved into the #1 line in the AA division, an overtime loss to the Patriots. You know, as much as we might say rankings don't matter and the regular season's the regular season, the pressure is obviously on Minot High right now.
Yeah, they're kind of in uncharted territory, at least for them, losing 2 in a row at home, 2 tough losses. You know, we talked at the end, I had the pleasure of doing both of those games. They were both different, but the only similarity was kind of getting a little bit sped up at the end of the games in those tight situations. I'm sure with the week of practice that they've had, they've worked on those things. But yeah, if you're Minot High, you are definitely looking to bounce back, to play a solid game on both ends of things. And it like you say, it's regular season. Sometimes they can get it, you know, you can go through the motions. Not in this one. You definitely don't want to drop 3 in a row. And yeah, it sets up for another storyline like we really don't need them. But yeah, if you're Minot High, you're looking to get back in the win column tonight.
Yeah, we said it in the earlier game. I think it was at halftime. It was the first time that Minot High had lost back-to-back regular season games since February of 2020, and the archives, as far back as I can find, they don't show Minot High losing 3 losses. I'm not sure they've lost 3 basketball games in a row in the regular season in my entire lifetime. So a lot on the line today, and in comes a Mandan High team who's at 9-1 this season. They have a loss already this year in conference play to the Century Patriots, and they're playing some darn good basketball, and it's fun to watch. They're an athletic 1 through 10, really, that come off the bench.
Yeah, I was looking through their roster here and their stats, and they got a bunch of guys that can do a little bit of everything. Obviously led by Sheldon, who's about as athletic as they come, and Minot definitely has their fair share of athletes to match up with him. But yeah, if you lose 2 in a row, that's probably the worst part about losing 2 in a row, is knowing that you got Mandan coming to your place to try to make it 3 the next week.
When we come back to the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, we'll take a look at the keys to the game, some players to know, the standings as well inside the WDA on a Tuesday night on the PSP Network.
First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western. You can bank on us.
Remember the last time you were certain that your bank had your back or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need? Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
When property owners in Bismarck and Minot seek transformation, ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling. It's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back. We elevate every space.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Let's settle the matchup between Mandan and Minot by taking a look at the WDA standings. On the boys' side, brought to you by Trusted Tire and Auto. Well, just like in the girls, one undefeated team remains across North Dakota in this highest class. It's the Century Patriots who came in here and got an overtime win over Minot. Your first impression on the Patriots here in 2024-25?
They're good. I mean, they match Minot High's strength and athleticism. They got guys that can shoot. They got guys that can score inside. They're going to be a tough out for anybody. And I'm sure Minot High's looking to see if, when they play them again, to see if they can right that wrong in that loss. But you said that Mandan lost to them earlier this year. That's their one blemish. So yeah, between Mandan, Minot, and Century, that's quite the gauntlet in the WDA. Very impressed with all of these teams.
Now with Century sort of established now, with a 1.5 game lead over the rest of the pack. And what we saw last week, that 2-6 right there, Mandan, Minot, Bismarck, Legacy, and Dickinson, it's anybody's game any night.
It really is. These teams, they're all different, but they're all very similar. Every team has guys that can score it, has guys that can defend. The level of intensity of these WDA games, especially like you said, in those teams that are 2-6, it's anybody's game any night, and it makes for fun basketball.
As for our top 5, according to the North Dakota Associated Press Sportscasters and Sports Writers Association, of course, Century moved into the #1 spot with Minot's loss to Dickinson on Tuesday. Before these rankings came out on Wednesday afternoon, Century proved it by beating this Minot team right here in the Magic City Campus Gymnasium to get to 10-0, and now Mandan has an opportunity to play their way into the top 2 here against Minot. 2 EDC teams move in to the top 5. Davies up from 5 to 4. West Fargo Horace benefits from a legacy loss, and just kind of a lot of everybody's beating everybody there in receiving votes. Bismarck High, Legacy, and Dickinson. A little bit blurry there, 5 in receiving votes.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, everybody's got players, everybody's got guys that can show up on a given night, and I don't really know what to expect in this game. I could see Minot coming out and playing a really solid game, getting the win, and I could see Mandan doing the same thing. And yeah, that's the beauty, and that's why we're calling these games tonight for PSP.
Yeah, well, maybe let's try our hand at seeing how this game could go with our Northern Plains Heating Air keys to the game. With over 25 years of experience as your heating air experts and the factory authorized dealer for Aero Seal, there's no other choice to seal your heating air game than Northern Plains. Find them online at northern-plains.com. For the Mandan Braves, no such thing tonight as home comfort. Come in here and kind of play your style of basketball, and that is forcing turnovers, getting out and running. They're a very good three-point shooting team as well when they get in rhythm. About 5 to 6 options that can knock down a 3. Mandan, they can really make Minot High feel the pressure here inside these walls.
And that's the only thing that I would say Minot would have to work on, is just maybe not so much, in the middle of the game or the beginning of the game, but towards the end of the game, Minot had that 4-point lead on Century, committed a turnover or 2, and end up losing that game. But that's similar to what Minot High wants to do. They want to get out, they want to run, they want to use their athleticism. Mandan might be a guy or 2 deeper than Minot High, but Minot High's top heavy, like we've talked about all year long with Winchesky and Shell. You can't really, I don't know if there's a better two-headed monster in the conference. Both guys are able to do everything offensively and defensively. It's kind of similar styles here. Both are comfortable speeding it up. Both can slow it down and score in the half court. It's going to be a matter of who plays the better basketball game tonight.
When we come back, the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, we'll take a look at the players to watch and get introduced to the starting lineups here from Magic City Campus Gymnasium. WDA basketball on the way on the PSP Network.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold up! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Property owners in Bismarck and Minot seek transformation. ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling, it's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Another reminder, this is the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. They know you're busy, that's why when you visit any of the Valvoline Instant Oil Change service centers in Minot or Bismarck, they won't waste your time or their own. It'll take about 15 minutes. Find out more what they do online at VIOC.com. Let's take a look now at our Planet Pizza players to watch. We'll start with the Mandan Braves, and we talk about 1 through 10. Mandan, just athleticism and three-point shooting ability, and one of those guys has just kind of been a member of the cast, not really one of those big-time performers every night, but just consistency is TJ Brownotter at 13 points on Friday against Legacy, averaging 11 points per game in the last 5 and shooting 35% from the three-point line. Talking about Hudson Sheldon, how he's 3rd in the conference in points, but 1st in assists, and Brownotter is one of his go-to guys.
Yeah, Sheldon, just kind of one of those players that you dream to have as a coach. He scores the most points the quietest. That's the game coming to him. Like you said, he's leading the team in assists. He plays the right way. And like I said, lets the game come to him. Doesn't try to force anything. Every time I see his stat line, I'm like, he had 25, he had 20 points. He does it quietly and calmly, but does it with a huge impact and usually leading his team to wins.
And for Minot High, talk about him a lot because he's one of the leaders of this Minot High team. Eric Winchesky against Century had a massive game, 26 points, 5 boards, 3 assists, his 5th 20-point game this season after being a little quiet in the 2 games before that. Really played well against Century, even in the losing effort.
Yeah, I really like watching Winchesky play basketball. He does everything you want from a coaching perspective. He works his butt off on defense. He's the straw that stirs the drink on offense. I sound like a broken record sometimes when I talk about him during these games. He puts his head down. He gets to the basket. He's just, 6 feet, 6'1", and he's down there banging with the bigger guys. Can step outside and shoot it. He's the leader that a lot of teams would like to have.
Those are your Planet Pizza players to watch. Here's a look at what's coming up still this week on the PSP Network. Say there's still some games tonight that might be of importance to you. You might want to catch, including in Division B. You know, this is such a fun matchup between Washburn and Wilton Wing. It's the only boys high school sport that Washburn and Wilton Wing aren't co-opted in. It's the only sport they're rivals.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's big time. Wilton is the #1 team, correct?
They are.
Where's Washburn sitting?
Well, they just fell out of receiving votes after a loss to Central McLean, but they're playing in that little gym where the undefeated #1 team in the state is in Wilton, North Dakota. Also a boys basketball game tonight from Williston. The Coyotes hosting the Legacy Sabres, and hockey just getting started from the Mesa as Minot High hosting the Sabres there. Also Division B girls basketball, TGU and Surrey, a big game there in Division B's District 6. But of course, you are here in the Magic City Campus Gymnasium for Mandan and Minot High basketball. Tip-off on the way after this commercial break.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FinRun SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Being in business for over 25 years, we've learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Meet the starting lineups here from the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Already met the Mandan Braves. They are led by head coach Brandon Schaefer. Back-to-back years, they've lost one game away from a state tournament after going in 2022, but it's been above 500 over these last 2+ years for Schaefer. 36 wins to 22 losses since that 2022 season began. Always a good Mandan team, always a scary opponent, especially in a moment like this for Minot High.
Yeah, like we were saying pregame, you drop 2 in a row. Not ideal to have Mandan come in here being 9-1, but maybe that's the opportunity that you need to right the ship and get back in the win column.
It'll be Mandan in the road black jerseys, white numbers and letters, white trim. Minot High in the home whites, maroon numbers and letters outlined in gold with maroon and gold trim. Their head coach, of course, Dean Winchesky, in year number 17 there leading Minot High. Had a 20-game home win streak snapped by Dickinson on Tuesday, and then lost again to Century on Friday. But those are in the rearview mirror today for the #2 team in the state. It'll be Schaefer against Sheldon in the center circle. And we are underway once again with WDA basketball today on the PSP Network. Game 2 of our WDA doubleheader. Magi with the basketball right to Peyton Shell. Pretty good start, pretty good option for the Magicians right away.
Yeah, Shell keeping that ball high, showing off that length, keeping away from the Mandan defender. Nice set out of the gate for Minot High.
Shell, the all-conference selection a year ago, scoring 25 a game this year. Call that one the North Dakota version of the alley-oop. Even though a lot of guys can still dunk it, Sheldon with the layup on the pass.
Yeah, 20 years ago that was the North Dakota alley-oop. Nowadays they're the real deal.
Sheldon snatches the rebound away from Doug Sheldon, and he's got the first 4 for the Magi.
Again, length, skying up for that rebound. Good start for Shell.
Doug Sheldon with the basketball. As Hudson Sheldon again outside the 3-point line, trying to drive against Peyton Shell. Back cut there by Brown Otter. Got behind Workman, but couldn't finish. Quickly into the offense. Peyton Shell has his shot blocked. We'll call it a pass to Grayson Schaefer. 6-2 Minot.
Yeah, good job by Schaefer there. Reading that shot was partially blocked and getting himself in position.
Corner three from Riley Bearsdale. That's what he does. Despite shooting just 28% from the three-point line, he can kind of go off at any time.
Yeah, you got to know where he's at all times. Try to stay connected to him. Definitely a threat from three.
Minot avoids the turnover there. Get it to Winchesky, and he traveled. Trying to go downhill against Brown Otter. 6-5 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Mandan basketball. They're starting 5 tonight. 2 Bears tails, 2 Sheldons, and TJ Brown Otter.
Yeah, Brown Otter probably feels left out there.
Riley finds Hudson Sheldon way outside the three-point line. Still takes a shot, and he's got it. 3 for number 3, and Mandan's got their first lead.
Yeah, Sheldon and Shell are really similar players. Both can go inside, outside, kind of the same body type. 2 really, really good players in the WDA.
They're on pace for about 30 points tonight each. Winchesky gets fouled. Sheldon and Briley Bearstail were there for Mandan.
There's another one of those strong drives by Eric Winchesky, putting that pressure on the defenders to not foul, and gets himself to the free throw line.
First shot by Winchesky is good. 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration at ServPro. Foul against Doug Sheldon. Or even at 8 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Location in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. Find them online at bnc.bank. Hudson Sheldon with it in the lane. He thought Briley Bearstail was set up there on the three-point line, but threw it away.
Yeah, good job by Minot High, trailing all those cutters, getting their hands high, creating the turnover.
Magi basketball. Open 3 for Workman in the corner. Barely even moved the net.
That left corner down here has been a hot spot all year for shooters. It's a shooter's gym.
Riley Bearstail. His second triple here in the first half.
Good start to this game here from both teams. Both come out shooting the ball well.
Winchesky now open from that corner. The luck has run out here shortly. Off the leg of the Braves, and it'll stay with Minot.
Good call there by Todd Hoffman, the official. Just didn't get back in bounds enough, keeping the possession with Minot High.
First subs into the game for both teams. It's Jalen Gunville for Minot, Tristan Ulmer for Mandan. After 3 minutes of basketball have been played today. Winchesky has it at the free throw line, trying to drive against Riley Bearstail, and had a hand on him. So second team foul against the Braves here early in the first half for score 11-11 between the state's number 2 and number 3 teams. Shell one-on-one with Riley Bearstail. Steps into the lane, spins to the left side, put up a shot with the right, and that got blocked. Rebound is still loose and goes to Jalen Gunville. Winchesky steps into a 3. Second chance for the Magi, not going to get it.
Shell, Shell was open on this side, didn't see the reversal.
Winchesky tried to sell the charge, didn't get it. Riley Bearstail with an early 8 points to lead all scores tonight.
Yeah, he looks really good. Nice left-handed finish there, absorbing the contact.
Already about to match his season scoring average. All the way around the line to Grayson Schaefer. Avoids the steal attempt there by Sheldon and finds Cale Workman. And Workman, that new starter for the Minot High team after losing point guard Fisher Johnson in the Minot North contest. He's got 5 in the first half. Minot and Mandan tied at 13.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Today's game on the PSP Network is brought to you in part by the UPS Store, located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza on South Broadway in Minot. Open Monday to Friday from 8:30 to 7 and on Saturdays from 8:30 to 3. For all your packing and shipping needs, it's the UPS Store. Out of the Minot timeout, it's Mandan basketball. Hudson Sheldon, guarded by Grayson Schaefer, had a little bit of space, picked up his dribble, sends a pass to the near side, and TJ Brownotter spins in the lane. Tough shot there against Mason Jensen in for the Magi. Rebound to Winchesky, trying to go all the way. Outside to Jalen Gunville. Got it.
Good job by their Winchesky. Pushing the ball, collapsing the defense a little bit, and finding one of his shooters. Gunville starts out the game with a nice look from three.
It's been said by many color commentators this year covering Minot High, just the ability to get down the floor fast before the 5 defenders can get down there from the other team. There's 2 again for Sheldon of Mandan.
Yeah, puts pressure on the defense, not letting them get set up and get set. That's a big plus for Minot High.
Shell tries another 3. Missed it as well. So Mandan had a chance to go ahead. Sheldon at the elbow, hands off to Riley Bairstow. What a start he's had tonight. This time it's Briley for 3. Rebound goes to Jalen Gunville, so Minot High stays in front at 16-15. 12.5 left in the first half. Shell shot fake, gets around to Hudson Sheldon. Finds Jalen Gunville. How about another? Back-to-back made 3s for Jalen Gunville.
Yeah, as a shooter, you love seeing those first 2 go in. All the confidence in the world now for Gunville.
Riley Bairstow went after that rebound. Thought it was last touch by Minot. It was last touch by himself, so Magician basketball.
If you're Gunville, you got to love playing with guys like Shell and Winchesky. So much attention goes to those guys. You just got to find the soft spots in the defense and knock down those opportunities you get.
Here he goes again, but he missed it. Gets his own rebound. High pass collected by Jensen. Finds Shell. He's going to put the ball on the court. Nice find there from Workman to Landon Bedell.
Yeah, really good pass. Good job by Bedell, getting big, letting him know he's open.
Bedell, the 6th Minot High scorer in this first half. Not even 9 minutes gone by. Ulmer finds Chris Ramsey. We got to call Chris Ramsey's debut game this season, and what a special game it was against the Minot North Sentinels. He came in and supplied some intense defense and a couple of big-time shots in that win on the road against North.
Yeah, as Mandan coaching staff, you love it, bringing guys in off the bench. You never know whose night it's going to be.
Turnover there by the Braves. They've gone scoreless here recently. As Minot takes a 6-point lead. Jensen for 3 in the corner. Long rebound goes to Hudson Sheldon. Trapped there by Bedell and Jensen. Gets it away to Noonpakirky. Now Briley on the pass from Ramsey. In and out. Winchesky, jump pass out to Mason Jensen. Sorry, that was Workman. This pass is intercepted by Briley Bearstail. We're going to fast break over Winchesky. Missed that layup as well. Nothing going in right now for Mandan. Now Jensen at the finish.
There's that push by Minot High. They're getting the rebound and they're looking to push the ball and get up and get out of there.
That's kind of Mandan's game.
Right.
Steal now by Workman. Pressure by Sheldon and deflected it out of bounds. have quite a few members of the Minot State men's basketball team in attendance tonight, right in front of our broadcast position.
Some ex-players, some current players. We got the Bishop Ryan coaching staff here, got the night off, come and support the crosstown team. Why not with a matchup like this?
I would bet Jackson Gunville's in that group, the all-time three-point leader at Minot State University.
Wow, what a play by Sheldon there. Saving that ball, creating the turnover.
Kirky, left hand, no good. Mandan stays scoreless here in the last couple minutes. Schaefer trying to find Bedell, stolen away by Doug Sheldon. At least they're still getting turnovers, and Minot hasn't blown this lead too wide open. Before the shot, foul against Grayson Schaefer of Minot.
Yeah, you're exactly right. This could be a little bit bigger lead by Minot High, but Mandan doing a good job on the defensive end, getting some stops, keeping them in the ball game early here.
Inbounds pass right to Riley Bairstow, trying to catch Schaefer by surprise. Schaefer able to recover though, gets the rebound off the Bairstow miss. Taven Archer checked into the game for Minot High. We saw it last week. The freshman Patrick Shanahan come off the bench early in the first half. Today it's Archer with those responsibilities. Catch and shoot, Schaefer for a three, and a timeout by the Mandan Braves, and Brandon Schaefer, 11-point lead, the largest of the evening for the Magi.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold up. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust.
Why do I bank at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Well, Tony, you're Brandon Schaefer right now. You call that timeout after Minot High built a double-digit lead. What was the main message right there? It's been missed shots, not turnovers for Mandan right now.
Yeah, they just got to stick with what they're doing. The shots will fall. Try to find Minot High shooters and make it a little bit tougher for them defensively, but you just got to stick with it. It's a lot of early and there's a lot of game left.
And right there, Hudson Sheldon breaks the ice for Mandan. It's 26-17.
When you need a bucket, number 3, not a bad idea to put it in his hands. Good defense by Schaefer there, just a better shot.
And we talked about the stat there in the pregame show, 3rd in the WGA in scoring, but 1st in assists. There's Schaefer again, having a big first half, 7 points in the first almost 10 minutes of basketball. Lead back to 11 for Minot High. Sheldon, wraparound pass, caught Riley Bairstow by surprise. Stays though with the Braves on offense. Doug Sheldon, he finds Riley. Off to the basketball, thrown back into play by Winchesky. Archer brings it down the court. Pass is deflected by TJ Brown-Otter. Minot recovers, down to 20 seconds on the shot clock. Winchesky, tough place to stop right there. Ends up getting the pass away to Archer, but a shot blocked by Riley Bairstow. And a foul against the Braves. That'll be number 3 in the half. First foul charge to Noonpa Kirky. And did they say that was a shooting foul? And they did.
Yeah, Schaefer's getting himself to the free throw line here, having a really good start to this ball game. It's kind of what Minot High needs. They got the guys. Schaefer's capable, Bedell's capable. Workman here at early 5 points for him. You know, in those 2 losses, they kind of, you know, when you're in close games and you're needing buckets, you go to your guys. You go to Shell and Winchesky, but these guys stepping up here. They're capable. That's the winning formula. Getting everybody involved, especially early, makes those crunch time minutes a little bit easier to manage.
7:49 to go in the first half. Minot High out to a 30-17 lead over the Mandan Braves here in the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Mandan was stride for stride with the Magi in the first 6 minutes or so of this basketball game, and then just couldn't make a field goal.
Yeah, if you're Dean Winchesky, you don't have too much to be upset about here early.
Sheldon.
I think that
take a shot from anywhere.
I think that caught the backboard from the corner. When you got it going, you got it going, though.
12 points in the first half for Hudson Sheldon. Here goes Jensen. Missed the shot. Kirky touched the rebound, had to chase after it and saves it for the Braves. Gets a pat on the back from Coach Schaefer. Down the court, Sheldon. No. Kirky, though, the offensive rebound. Nope, a Kirky baseline, too high.
A couple really good hustle plays by Mandan, keeping the ball alive for them.
Shell into the lane, battling to the basket.
He's such a tough player to defend with that length.
Sheldon, the pass picked off by Jensen. Minot High gets to running. Winchesky back to Gunville. Third three of the half.
That's a big shot right there. He made 2 of them already. Third three of the first half. Had Shell open. Defender was coming. Said this was going up. Shot it with confidence.
We talked regarding the scoreless streak here. There's going to be a
little charge, I think.
An offensive foul against Kirky. But he said, well, Amanda wasn't scoring, that it was missed shots instead of turnovers. And now recently, I think that's 4 consecutive turnovers for the Braves.
Yeah, turnovers. The turnover battle, I don't care what sport it is. Football, you saw this weekend, the NFL playoffs. Teams that lost the turnover battle tend to end up on the losing side of games. You got to take care of the ball. These possessions are all so important.
35-20 Minot on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Your life is busy. That's why they'll make managing money easy. Location in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. Find them online at bnc.bank. Workman to Jensen. 1 foot in the paint. Bedell offensive rebound. Right back up off the window.
Those big bodies for Minot High. Bedell and Schaefer have been really good early.
Bedell had a massive 20-point performance against Dickinson on Tuesday. Second in the team in scoring that night behind Peyton Shell. Bearsdale goes to Sheldon. Doug Sheldon in the corner. All the way around, back to Riley Bearsdale. Corner three, no good. Rebound by Minot, 3-on-3. Now let everybody catch up. Workman around the baseline against Brown Otter. That's going to be a travel. Today's game on the PSP Network brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. There's no pizza like it. Call now at 701-852-1700 to place an order tonight. Serving the Magic City for over 25 years. Coming up next, our Magic Towing halftime report. Take a look at the first half numbers and some scores from around the WDA today.
Minot High stringing some really good defensive possessions together. Talking, switching, communicating, pressuring, making everything difficult for Mandan here in the half court.
Riley Bearsdale gets a pass away to Brown Otter. Step back three, nope. Rebound by Eric Winchesky. Less than 5 minutes to play here in this first half. Largest lead of the night for Minot at 17. Make it 19. Winchesky to Schaefer, and it's double figures in the first half for Grayson.
Yeah, that's been the formula. Winchesky getting things moving, finding his teammates for high percentage looks.
First International Bank and Trust time out on the floor, called by the Braves. We'll take it with them on the PSP Network.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride.
Our folks here at Magic City Campus Gymnasium, they got to be liking what they're seeing here in the first half. The boys' game between Minot and Mandan. Just a few minutes after the Majets lost their first game of the regular season to these Mandan Braves.
Good pass. Yep, good call, good pass. Winchesky again pushing the tempo. Schaefer running, getting himself open. Really good job in transition from Minot High.
Saw it again there on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. At Ryan Dealerships, their commitment and respect for their customers is as strong today as it was 50 years ago. Experience the difference when you visit one of the 5 locations in Minot or Williston. Sheldon right down the court. Call that coast to coast, and he'll get 2 free throws. The Serve Pro free throw line, 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. First free throw good for the future dual sport athlete at Division II University of Mary. He'll be playing football and baseball there for the Marauders. And what a week of recruiting UMary had in the Bismarck-Mandan area, collecting 4 commits just from that central part of North Dakota.
Well, if the talent's there, why not, huh? A little bit easier than trying to find these guys all over the place. You got an athlete like Sheldon. I don't blame him for wanting to keep him in his hometown.
4 minutes remain in the first half. Minot High doubling up Mandan on the BNC National Bank scoreboard at 42-21. Winchesky falls down, and he gets fouled.
Good job of patience by Winchesky there. Jump stop, pump fake, getting the defender to get up in the air and having the presence of mind to go up when he had the advantage. 2 attempts for Winchesky.
Foul called against TJ Brownotter of Mandan. First free throw good for Eric. Thank you for joining us tonight on the PSP Network. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow @Network PSP on Facebook and X to not miss an upcoming broadcast. We are expanding our reach to Williston and Dickinson. It's the first night in PSP Network history that we've had cameras set up in 5 different locations on one night. Sheldon from the free throw line. Fadeaway shot was short. Offensive rebound, though, by Ulmer. 3 seconds to shoot. It'll be up to Sheldon for 3. Hit the rim and the top of the backboard. Stays in play, though. Rebound to Peyton Shell. Winchesky into the lane. Went for his own rebound. Instead, it goes to Jalen Gunville for 2.
Winchesky again putting the pressure. Oh, and then just miscommunication. Sheldon wanted to move the ball up the court and didn't have the communication on the opposite side, giving the ball back to Minot. And this is obviously not what you want to see if you're Mandan. Another turnover.
Well, we saw a very similar game on the girls' side to the matchup we were able to call a year ago when Mandan visited Minot High on January the 16th of last year. And the boys' game is kind of the same as well, where Mandan they've been the one not forcing turnovers. They've been giving the ball away, and Minot High has built a large lead here before halftime. Deflection, and it'll be Mandan basketball.
They've obviously made shots. They're on pace for, 100 points right now, but I think it's all started on the defensive side of things, making everything difficult for Mandan and then creating turnovers and getting out on the break.
Minot High, this is their season average for a first half. They score 45 points in the first 18 minutes nightly. and only give up 56. Gunville stops at the three-point line. Back to Eric Winchesky. And he threw it away. And what is that, 4 consecutive passes out of bounds?
Yeah, 4 consecutive possessions, turnovers, both teams committing a couple. Kind of uncharacteristic from both of these teams. See if they can settle in here for this last 2 minutes.
Chris Ramsey gets fouled, and we have another stoppage. These last 2 minutes very crucial, I think, for Mandan. Obviously, you're not going to come back from down 24 points in a matter of 2 minutes and 17 seconds, but to go at least on a little bit of run, something to carry into the second half would maybe go a long way for the Braves tonight.
Yeah, you got to break it up somehow. You want to maybe say, hey, get this thing into under 20, 16, 17, something like that. That's your goal right now.
Tristan Ulmer with that basket becomes just the 3rd Mandan score tonight. There's Schaefer with the right hand.
Schaefer having a huge first half.
Ulmer misses the layup. But yeah, back to Schaefer, 16 points in this first half. There's Jalen Gunville. Well, he's got 12 thanks to 4 threes.
4 threes and a 2.
And a 2, yeah.
Yeah, 14. That's just what Minot High needed. A couple, I don't want to insult them and call them role players, but that's what they are. They're role players. They're solid role players coming up and taking a little pressure off of the top scorers for Minot.
Shell gonna try his hand. Got it. 53 in the first half for Minot.
Yeah, still with a minute to play.
53-25 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Man has been making shots here recently. Just Minot has as well. The offenses are back. Sheldon is fouled, and this should be free throws.
Yeah, it should be on Shell. Really tough drive. Crossing over to his left, rising up. Shell had just enough length and a little contact on the body, getting Sheldon to the free throw line.
Another reminder that next we'll have the Magic Towing halftime report.
Checking in for the Braves, number 4, TJ Bellhauer. Number 15, Doug Sheldon.
Sheldon at the free throw line. Second shot on the way. Good. (53-27) Minot with the basketball. To Gunville in the corner. Near side, Winchesky finds Schaefer just before Brown Otter could get there.
Yeah, strong catch by Schaefer there. Really good job by Minot High. Passing the ball around, getting it on both sides of the court, making the defense move.
TJ for 3, missed it. Winchesky the rebound, a chance to add a few more points before the break for Minot. Goes Gunville, Shell, and then Mason Jensen.
Just picture perfect. I think that Minot had a pretty good few days of practice there. Like I've said, you know, after a team loses, it's not always the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, losses in January sting a little bit less than losses in March.
Exactly. Kind of can point out the wins can kind of gloss over some things that you actually need to work on, but you win the game, so maybe you think, all right, well, they're just high school kids and we can not really focus on that. We got the W, but something about losses, they can really turn the focus up at practice a little bit, and Minot seems to be clicking on all cylinders right now.
Final play of the first half. Winchesky to Shell. Has some time for a shot fake, steps to his right, but misses the 3. But what a first half for Minot High. The offense early, the defense in the middle, and really throughout, and the offense to close out our first 18 minutes. They're up 28 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Halftime is next.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Although 57 points that Minot High put up in the first half tonight is only tied for second most in a first half this season. They put up 60 against Jamestown in the first 18 minutes of their first meeting this year, but 57 is enough to have a lead here at the break. 57-29 over Mandan as we welcome you into the Magic Towing halftime report. Remember their phone number 701-509-4011. Mention PSP Network whenever you need to tow and save $50 with Magic Towing serving Western North Dakota. Let's look right at the numbers here, Tony, from the first half.
Okay, Hudson Sheldon led Mandan with 17. Riley Bearsdale had 2, Tristan Ulmer had 2, and Riley Bearsdale had 8. Only 4 scores in the books for Mandan in that first half. Minot High was led by Grayson Schaefer. Huge first half, 18 points. Jalen Gunville had 14 with 4 threes. Peyton Shell had a quiet 9 points. Eric Winchesky, 3. Mason Jensen, 4. Landon Bedell, 4. And Cale Workman, 5 for 57. That's pretty impressive that that's only the second highest point total for them
tied for the second.
Tied for the second this year. I don't want to, sound overly zealous here, but that was about as perfect of a offensive and defensive performance as you can have in the first half. They were sharing the basketball. Schaefer had the lion's share of those points, but they were all the right play, the right pass, and that was I'm sure, much needed and much welcomed if you're the coaching staff at Minot High following those 2 tough losses.
Yeah, I think you sound pretty correct in that evaluation of the first half for Minot High. It was all going right for the Magi today against Mandy. Look at the second half for the Braves, and where do you start here, coming back from down 28 points against the recent #1 team in the state?
With 5 minutes to go in that half, I was thinking to myself, Minot High was up 14 against Dickinson. No lead is safe. 28 might be pushing that sentiment a little bit, but if you're Mandan, you want to try to do anything you can to make this a game in those first 5, 7, 8 minutes. After that, it'll get a little too hard to come back from. But the first few minutes of the half are going to be important for Mandan. They want to try to cut this thing, get this thing under 20. with the second half of the second half to play. But yeah, you just want to stick to what got you here. You're 9-1 for a reason. Sometimes shots don't go in. But yeah, you want to limit your turnovers and try to make things a little bit more difficult for Minot High. It seemed a little too easy for them in that first half.
Thanks to North Dakota Score Feed for keeping us up to the minute with score updates from around the state. Some scores to report to finals from WDA girls basketball action earlier this evening. How about the St. Mary's Saints? They are on fire right now. They took down Bismarck Century tonight at Tony Wald Court at St. Mary's High School, 69-64. Legacy with the 74-55 win over Williston. It was Bismarck getting a home win over Dickinson, 70-48, and Jamestown defeated Minot North 75-64. Right here in this gym, it was Mandan, the number 2 team in the state, an upset over number 1 Minot, 53-51. And some scores on the boys' side from the first half. Minot North a lead over Jamestown as they're out of halftime, 46-31. The Sentinels in the lead. Bismarck High up on Dickinson, 34-25 at the break there from the Carl Guard. And Legacy a 36-20 advantage over Williston still in the first half. And Bismarck Century, the number 1 team in the state, taking care of business just like Minot High is tonight. A 41-11 lead over St. Mary's at the halftime there from Bismarck. Your score here on the BNC National Bank scoreboard: Minot High 57, Mandan 29. Our second half of 18 minutes is coming up next on the PSP Network.
Remember the last time you were certain that your bank had your back or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need? Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
Time for the second half here on the PSP Network. It'll be Mandan basketball down 28 at 57-29 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Riley bears tail with it. Pass to the near side, and Briley bears tail to Hudson Sheldon on the block. Double teamed. So passing around the three-point line. Here goes Sheldon again into the lane. Out to TJ Brownotter, scoreless in the first half after we highlighted him in the pregame. Offensive rebound on the putback by Briley Bearstail.
Yeah, good start there for Mandan. Sticking with it, getting an offensive rebound. One possession at a time if you're the Braves.
Schaefer. He's taken over today. 20 points for Grayson Schaefer.
Yeah, Minot High size has been tough all day for Mandan to deal with. Like you said, continues where he left off.
2 buckets to start the second half for Briley. 59-33 Minot. Schaefer gets fouled. Briley and Hudson Sheldon were there. And the foul will go against Hudson, his second, team's first of the half, of course. 2 free throws coming up for Grayson Schaefer from the Surf Pro free throw line. 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians use advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Surf Pro.
It's like the first, I don't know if he missed a free throw in the first half, but it's the first blemish that I can remember from Schaefer today. Playing a really, really good game all around, missing a free throw, but knocking down the second one.
Schaefer only came into the day with 3 free throws attempted this season. He was 2 for 3.
Yeah, that's strange being a big body, getting touches down low. I'm sure his coaches want to see a few more attempts at the line. That just means he's more involved and being more aggressive.
There's Shale trying to drive against Winchesky. That's Briley. And now Bedell gets fouled. Go against Doug Sheldon.
2 early fouls on Mandan, but that's got to be the game plan. They got to try to get their hands on everything and anything they can to cut into this lead.
Cale Workman for Minot. This is to Bedell, and another foul against Doug Sheldon. That'll be his third. Mandan down 27. Saw Ryan Pitts go to the scores table at the end of the first half. Didn't see him on the court, though, I don't believe. Winchesky gets fouled, and that might be 3 fouls on Doug Sheldon. It is in a matter of, what, 20 seconds?
Yeah, you hate to see that, getting into foul trouble, a starter like that so early in the second half. But again, Winchesky, knowing the time and the situation, driving the ball with force. Easier said than done to defend and not foul a guy like Winchesky.
So Sheldon started this half with 1 personal foul, and not even 2 minutes later, he's got 4 and on the bench for Mandan. Winchesky makes 1 of 2. It's the hold up here. Foul against Landon Bedell. Looking to rebound, a made shot. The handoff there to Sheldon from Ulmer, gives it right back. Ulmer, tough shot. Around Bedell, rebound to Winchesky. Quick passing by the Magi, keeping Mandan's defense moving. Shell, straightaway 3, rolls off. Sheldon looking up the court. Goes back out to Riley. Brownwater saying swing it. Just to Briley Bearstail, jump shot. Winchesky fouled him, just a little bit of contact there on the hand, and we have seen plenty of personal fouls here in the first 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here to start this second half, but credit to Minot to have this big lead and still be busting their butts on defense, still using their length, making everything difficult on Mandan. I don't think they're going to be letting up anytime soon. They're not going to let up until Coach Winchesky pulls them out of this game. Like you said, that 20-game win streak comes to an end. They lose another one. They're going to try to get all of their game right here tonight.
Minot still has some big games coming up. They got Legacy next on the road on Friday night. Catch that on the PSP network from Bismarck. Legacy has a guy that will be coming up to Minot here shortly. Parker Falcon, committed to Minot State. Two made free throws there for the Braves. Riley, there's tail, and this shot by Winchesky. Lead is at 26.
Yeah, good defensive possession from Mandan there. Didn't really give Minot anything to work with. Another foul for the scoreboard.
I really do hope the next 15 minutes are not just fouls, but that might be how this second half goes.
Yeah, it could be a tale of 2 halves. That first half didn't feel like there was too many whistles. Lots of flow, lots of up and down. This one's been a little choppy to start.
Briley Bears still had the first 6 points of the half for Mandan. Now Hudson Sheldon adds 1 to 18 points tonight. He's averaged 23.5. He's moved into the top 5 all time on the scoring list at Mandan High School. That is quite the top 5 scoring list that he's now part of. Over 1,200 career points. Ulmer went for the steal. Bedell keeps it with the Magi. Trying to find Gunville there in the corner. Does connect. Nothing that Jalen really could have done with the basketball. Gives it away, gets it back from the corner, no good.
Mandan doing a good job here. That's a bunch of possessions in a row here, making it tough. Got another whistle here. Looks like we got blood maybe.
It's Eric Wincheski. Peyton Shell, Mason Jensen, and now you see Patrick Shanahan coming into the game for Minot.
One too many for Minot.
Elsewhere on the PSP network tonight, WDA basketball from Williston, North Dakota, the John Cole Gymnasium. Coyotes hosting Bismarck Legacy.
Another whistle.
And one for Briley Bearsdale. This one a foul we can put on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
Yeah, strong take. Good finish. Bearsdale's having himself a nice second half.
3-point play for Briley Bearsdale. 6'4" junior guard slash forward. Shoots 75% from the Surf Pro free throw line. He's been almost perfect there in the second half.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's only 21.
One possession at a time.
Yeah, exactly. Get this thing down to 15, somewhere around there with 10 minutes to play, and anything can happen.
Schaefer back to Peyton Shell. Left side of the lane. Shot is blocked by Brownotter and last touched by Peyton Shell.
Yeah, really good job by Brownotter. Giving up a little size there, but being able to get the block, and it went off of Shell and ball back to Mandan. See if they can get this thing under 20.
Ooh, pass almost went through the hands there of Hudson Sheldon. Acts like it didn't even happen. Trying to get the ball away, will to Briley Bearsdale. Pretty good choice here in the second half. Two more for number 2.
Yeah, really good job, not forcing anything. Sheldon picked up his dribble. He was kind of in no man's land, and Bearsdale did a really good job of going to the basketball, helping his teammate out, and was rewarded for it.
Well, they've got the deficit under 20. A stop and a score, a stop and a score. Foul on the rebound against Mandan's Hudson Sheldon.
Yeah, he put his hand up, said, yeah, that was me. Unfortunate, though, because it looked like Mandan was going to get out on the break there.
Yeah, Briley Bearsdale had that rebound collected. Chris Ramsey back in for the Braves. Inbounds pass goes right to Shell from the corner. And then a foul on the rebound attempt by Gunville. Give the ball to Mandan just as they were about to lose it out of bounds.
That's a good call. Guys fighting for the rebound. Mandan had position.
The high number of fouls here in the second half seems to benefit Mandan the most because they can get to the free throw line here shortly.
Yeah, stop the clock.
Briley going to work again against Grayson Schaefer. Out to Ramsey for 3. No. Into the game for Mandan there was Daniel Wentz. Listed as 6'2". He looks a little bit taller than that.
Yeah, he jumped out of the gym there. He looked like a volleyball player slapping that thing out. He had the bunnies working, and
it's called for the foul, though.
Yeah, kind of the tale of two possessions there. Both teams got called for not having the proper position.
Mandan with the full court pressure here, trying to get some quick takeaways, some quick baskets. Might not stuck around the half-court line right now. Gunville moves it up to Bedell, deflected out of bounds by the Braves. .12:30 to go in the game. 61-42 Minot on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. Find them online at bnc.bank. Shell to Bedell for 3, in and out. Hudson Sheldon the rebound. Few stops here strung together by the Mandan Braves. Now time to score again. And that Hudson Sheldon will. One for the replay reel.
Really good take. Crossover, finishes with his left. Good defense by Wincheski. Just sometimes better offense wins.
Wincheski. Jump pass to Peyton Shell. Through contact for 2. timeout, Minot High. They lead 63-44 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard, but chipping away are the Mandan Braves.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FinRun SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
PSP Network is the home to WDA championships, including this winter sports season. Catch the WDA hockey tournament and WDA basketball tournaments on PSP Network Plus at the end of February and early March. Our postseason coverage getting bigger and bigger and bigger this season.
Yeah, Mandan out to a 15-6 lead here in this second half. Like you said, chipping away, see if they can keep it going out of this timeout.
Shell with a block there. Threw it to Ramsey, who lost the basketball. Now Winchesky. He's going to get fouled there. That was Wentz, who just lightly held on to Eric Winchesky, and that puts the Magicians into the bonus.
Yeah, into the bonus. 11.5 minutes to go in the second half.
But Mandan's about to be in the bonus as well.
Yeah, true. Not a whole lot you can do when Chesky's coming at you with a head of steam all the way from the other end of the court.
It's like the go-around football. Are you going to take the 15-yard penalty and make him earn it again, or give up the 60-yard touchdown?
Exactly. That's a perfect analogy.
Winchesky with 6 points now in the game, right?
Yeah, I think all from the free throw line, which is crazy.
After 26 against Century. Buddy's been assisting on plenty of plays for Minot. Moving into that point guard position without Fisher Johnson in the lineup. Noompa Kirky has it stolen away by Peyton Shell. Shell has it poked away by Kirky, stolen by Sheldon. 5-on-4 for the moment. Sheldon trying to go behind the back, gives it up to Kirky. Into the lane, over Winchesky for 2. Noompa Kirky, his first points. Back to 19. 65-46 Minot. Winchesky, long three off the front of the rim. Rebound goes to Riley Bearstail. Sheldon down the court. Over to Ramsey, all alone on an island out there for 3, but couldn't connect. Couldn't get his own rebound either.
Sometimes you're too open.
Winchesky from the baseline to Gunville. Now Bedell driving.
Yes.
Finds Workman.
Really good pass. Could have put that up himself. Unselfish play, makes the easier play.
And now turnovers getting Mandan once again.
Just a little too sped up. Sometimes it's not there. You can't afford too many turnovers in this one.
Especially in the final 10 minutes, down by 20 plus. Winchesky unable to extend the lead right there. Sheldon on the rebound. He's got to have a double-double by now. Ramsey gets around to Riley Bearstail. Oh, that was beautiful.
That was in when it left his hand, that's for sure. Elbows were locked in. That was a good shot.
67-49 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Still not even halfway through this second half.
Not quite out of reach yet. 18, it seems like it is. The energy's not quite here in the gym, but Mandan still is in the game.
Workman to the right side against Ramsey. Saying he was straight up and down, but foul is going to be called against him.
That's good defense. Sometimes just quite don't have the angle. Good job by Workman keeping his dribble alive and getting himself to the free throw line.
Chris Ramsey, the senior guard for Mandan. Missed though by Cale Workman, who was 6 for 10 from the Serve Pro free throw line this year. With a defensive effort, and Mandan at 49 points today. Minot was the only team last year to hold Mandan under 50 points in a game, and they did that twice. No other team in the WDA was able to do so.
Yeah, Mandan's got a little bit more in the tank this year, a few more options to score the ball. Obviously with their 9-1 record, nice bounce back year for the Braves so far.
Sheldon, one hand wraparound pass. There's a player down for Mandan, and it's not looking very good. It's right in the middle of all the action. Kirky, the layup missed it. Schaefer still battling for the rebound. It's TJ Brownotter that's injured, holding that left knee. And now we'll get the injury timeout as he goes to the bench. Was able to walk off the court, but in a lot of pain.
Yeah, hopefully he's all right. Really good job by Kirky there, giving up a lot of size underneath the basket, doing everything he could to keep that alive. Got himself an offensive rebound or two, just couldn't convert against Minot's big boys down low.
Shanahan passes to Eric Winchesky. Schaefer draws the double team, finds Patrick Shanahan for two. Also into the game for Minot here, Carson Brecky. First time tonight. Sheldon goes back to the left hand, stolen by Shanahan.
I'm just really impressed with Schaefer today. He was holding that closeout, holding that seal, and has the presence of mind to find his cutting teammate. Really unselfish, solid play.
And one for Noompa Kirky. Watch it again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
Yeah, another really good possession by Kirky. Taking his time, using his body to shield the defender. That time he got the finish and one.
Playing for his third different basketball team in 3 years. 3-point play.
Yeah, I saw that on the stat sheet before the game. That's definitely the different path to get to where he's at today, but making the most of it for the Mandan Braves.
Time out on the floor on the PSP Network.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FinRun SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Today's broadcast of high school basketball on the PSP Network brought to you in part by Minot State University. The best way to predict your future is to create it. With over 100 areas of study at Minot State, you'll earn the degree for the career you desire. Be seen, be heard, be you at MSU. That's Minot State University. Steal on the full court press there by Mandan. Credit to Hudson Sheldon. Mandan down 28 minutes to go. Still a chance, but a missed three by Briley Bearstail that goes out of bounds, and it'll be possession to Minot.
Yeah, Minot did a good job this second half. Mandan went on a little bit of a run there to start. Had Minot a little bit on their heels, but they're doing just enough to kind of keep this at out of arm's reach, keeping it around 20-point deficit.
Mandan outscoring Minot High here in the second half, 23-15. There's a steal by Riley Bearstail. Shell met him in the air.
That length by Shell, so difficult.
Bounce pass to Jensen, fast break points for the Magi.
Another really good pass by Schaefer.
74-52 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Favor of the home team. Wincheski looks up to Jensen, threw that over to the cheerleaders. We talked about it in the pregame show. I can't even find the last time Minot High lost 3 consecutive basketball games. It looks like it won't happen right here. What does that say about a program? Like, it just seems like kind of normal for teams to have at least a 3-game losing streak over a decade plus.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure it's happened, but definitely, like you said, not in any time in the recent memory.
I can go back to 2014, and that's all I can find.
Yeah. When was Wincheski's first year at Minot?
This is year number 17, so a little bit further back than 2014. Shell still fighting and gets fouled.
Who had that last bucket for Mandan? Did you get that one?
Good question.
I missed it. I was looking down.
Catch all of our replays for free on the PSP Network YouTube channel immediately after the game. That was by Riley Bearstail. Shell with the free throws. The Serve Pro free throw line, 24/7 emergency service and training technicians. Advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration at Serve Pro. More free throws coming up with Hudson Sheldon to the line. Minot will be in the double bonus the remainder of the night. Mandan currently in the single bonus.
We get 2 shots here on the shooting attempt foul. Chance for Sheldon to add a couple notches to his line tonight. Missed the first one though.
Also on the PSP Network today, Division B doubleheader from Wilton High School, the #1 team in the state. They've sure been tested recently by plenty of teams out of District 6 and District 7, but they've come away with wins, and they just notched their 12th one today against rival Washburn, earning a split with the Cardinals in that doubleheader. Shell for 3, missed it. The Bismarck crew hasn't had much WDA basketball to cover recently. The Bismarck teams have all been away from home, especially this Mandan team. There's a 3 for Doug Sheldon.
Says, put me in, coach. I don't care about the 4 fouls. He comes in and knocks a 3 down.
Mandan, 4 of their last 5 games have been played away from that Mandan gymnasium. Wincheski flying down the floor for 2.
Yeah, we've been spoiled up here in the Magic City, all these great matchups.
Oh, Peyton Shell. He can't believe it. Watch this block on the Ryan Family Dealerships. Well, not a block, a foul on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
He'll consider it a block. A little bit of body there. Puts Mandan back to the free throw line.
Ramsey shooting the free throws. Just off the front of the rim there. And we'll take a timeout. 78-58. Minot High.
Mike slices your sub right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah.
Order for Danny? Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Coming up shortly, we'll have the planning team, financial advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show. Shots Crossroads is your post-game headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com for their delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Team buses are always welcome at Shots Crossroads. We'll talk with our Sport Clips MVP and name the Magic City Home Leisure move of the game. What a first game we had today. Kind of seems like yesterday by the way the second half has gone. Mandan,
really
number
does.
2 in the state, upsets number 1 Minot High. 53-51 was the final score in our earlier game today, if you're with us then. 22 points by Sapphire LeBlanc, including the game winner, our Sport Clips MVP from earlier today. Shell to Bedell. Had that a couple times today. Lana Bedell with 6 points.
Minot's just sharing the ball so well. The spacing is there. The lanes seem even more open than usual. Guys are cutting. Guys are finding each other. It's fun if you're playing in this game and you're wearing white.
Upcoming schedule for Minot High at Legacy on Friday, and then the following week they'll host St. Mary's. There's a 3 by Grayson Schaefer, who, for the amount of scoring he's had today, hasn't scored in a long time. And then they'll go to the Carl Gard Gymnasium against Bismarck High. Bismarck, again, the only team that beat Minot in the regular season a year ago. There's Hudson Sheldon for 2. We're going to get a warning here against Hudson Sheldon for
delay of game.
Throwing the basketball towards the referee. I feel like that's kind of speeding up the game. He could have thrown it a lot of other places to actually delay the game.
Yeah.
Huh.
One of those letter of the law rules, not supposed to touch it after it comes out of the basket, I guess.
Here we go.
Oh.
Delay a game this, huh? 80-62.
That was impressive. I can't believe he's a 2-sport college athlete soon to be, and he's not playing basketball.
Trust me, he's good at baseball and he's good at football.
No, he must be, because he's a really good basketball player. That dunk was highlight reel worthy, to say the least.
Oh, his athletic ability doesn't just stop on the basketball court as well. He's a 4-sport athlete, a state qualifier in the high jump, one of the best high jumpers in all of North Dakota.
That translates there after seeing that dunk.
I'm surprised Winchesky stayed there for as long as he did.
Yeah.
Warren, that would be on a poster.
Winchesky's probably the guy in the whole WDA that would stay there with the amount of charge he
take
takes.
the charge on the dunk, yeah.
He might have been jumped over if he would have tried to take that one.
This free throw, 1 for 2 free throws there for Eric Winchesky. Hudson Sheldon might just shoot it every time now. Oh, missed that one. Schaefer with the rebound. Final 4 minutes of basketball here for the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Minot High looking for win number 9 on the year. A win here would even their overall record with the Mandan Braves. Both teams going to 9-2. There's Peyton Shell. Both teams would also get to 6-2 in the conference. Whoa, Winchesky. See, that was last touch by Mandan?
I think
it was. Well, obviously, yeah, Wentz and Winchesky. Oh, nope, now they corrected it.
Yeah, there you go.
Sheldon got to get the ball in bounds. Lobs it to Riley Bearstail. Back to Sheldon, long 3, missed it. Rebound to Shell, looking up the court for Schaefer, but Riley and Briley there trapping and get called for the foul.
Take the long, slow walk down to the other end and shoot some free throws.
2 free throws coming up for Shell. 82% free throw shooter. 2 offers we know of to play college basketball. Concordia Moorhead, Division III, and Dickinson State out of the NAIA.
Is he expected to make his decision soon, or have you heard which way he's leaning?
I have not.
Winchesky's committed to Dickinson, correct?
Yeah, honestly, if you're Peyton Shell, and I heard Joe Cattell say this when I did that North game with him, wait for some more, because I feel like there's way more than 2 offers that could be on the table for a guy like Peyton Shell, who, I mean, just look at where he was 2 years ago and the development he's made since that sophomore season, barely even on the varsity bench, to, with really out of doubt in my mind, back-to-back all-conference, going to be all-state this year as well.
For sure. Yeah, and it seems like he's got more room to develop. He's obviously going to get stronger. Yeah, why not wait a little longer? The 3
almost the highlight while we were talking about him.
The 3 hasn't been there for him tonight, but that's the beauty of playing with guys like Winchesky, Schaefer, all these guys, Gunville. You can kind of take turns on who's going to have the night each and every one.
Yeah, the week before, the Dickinson and Century week, Peyton Shell scored 69 points in 2 games and obviously had a big performance against Dickinson, but Landon Bedell scored 20 points that night. Then against Century, you had Winchesky chip in 26 there in the overtime loss. Tonight, Grayson Schaefer goes above 20 points. Peyton Shell, I mean, he's still scoring in double figures, but doesn't have to uphold that 27 points per game he was at there after that massive week against Jamestown and Minot North.
I'm sure he'd like to.
Yeah, obviously.
He shoots the ball, excuse me, about as effortlessly as anybody I've seen. The guys are closing out on him. He seems like you should, maybe rush it or try to get it off quick. He just takes his time, and he's compact. And yeah, he's a really fun player to watch. That's getting better every single game.
Lots of subs into the game here for mainly Mandan, new players in. Winchesky makes the free throw. He gets subbed out. Shanahan checks in for him. Wilson Wald on the floor for Minot. So is Jensen, Workman, and Brecky. And for Mandan, Noompa Kirky. That's Eli Eaglestaff for 3. Banks open tonight. It's 86-67.
You gotta just say you called that one.
Daniel Wentz and Ryan Bitts also out there, plus Logan Seafelt, senior. Shanahan outside the lane for 2. Patrick Shanahan, the freshman. He's going to be playing a lot of minutes for Minot High shortly.
Yeah, Minot's got a bunch of seniors this year. This is a good opportunity for Shanahan to get in the game and show the coaches of what's to come.
Missed shot there from the corner by Wentz. Down to 2 minutes left. Shanahan goes at the hoop again. 6 points in the second half.
A nice right-hand drive, left-hand finish there by the freshman.
Bitts picked up his dribble, finds Seafelt. Wentz attacks. Out to Bitts, contested 3, short. Rebound though by Kirky. One-handed with the left. Brecky the rebound, has to get it away. Talked about Minot's upcoming schedule quite a bit here in the second half. Mandan fall to 9-2 before they host St. Mary's on Friday. St. Mary's, I think they're down by 60 right now to Century today. A St. Mary's team that very physical. That's their kind of game. Being physical. They'll find some offense later on this season. And then Mandan, they start up that, they'll play everybody in the WDA again starting next week when they host Bismarck. That was a great game from the Carl Guard early in the conference season, which they won on the road against the Demons, a low-scoring game. Patrick Shanahan.
Filling it up.
Yeah. Season high 8 points for him at the varsity level. 92-67 Magi. Eaglestaff, no good. Running the court, Mason Jensen. Assist there to Shanahan.
Rebound, assist, a few buckets. He's going to be feeling good tonight when he lays his head on the pillow, that's for sure.
I think everybody from Minot High is today.
No doubt.
They avoid the losing streak. 3 for Ryan Pitts into the game. And it wasn't just a close win. Got away with a win. A currently 24-point lead over third-ranked Mandan.
Yeah, this is exactly the type of win that you wanted coming into tonight if you're Minot.
Shanahan, might end the night on an air ball, but pretty good second half still, and a foul.
Got to get a little bit of everything in the book. A foul, a missed shot. He's got to have at least one of those.
Maybe a delay game too. Ryan Bitts shooting the free throws. We have 9.6 seconds left. Post-game show upcoming. Brought to you by Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads. Bitts makes the first free throw, earns the second. Second one's a miss. Rebound to Shanahan. And that's your final score. Minot High 94, Mandan 71. There's the tie for second place behind Bismarck Century now, as we head into the second half of the AA basketball season. Our post-game show after this commercial break.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Time now for our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for a farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit them online at planningteam.com, helping clients work toward financial freedom. And Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters. Order online at Shots Crossroads for their delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Team buses are always welcome. That's at Shots Crossroads. We'll hear from our MVP hopefully shortly. From the Minot High Magicians, we'll name our Magic City Homeys. Remove the game later, but are those individual numbers ready, Tony?
I think so.
All right.
You might have to check my math when we watch this back later, but Mandan was paced by Hudson Sheldon with 26, Briley Bearstail 15, Tristan Ulmer 2, Noonpa Kirky 5, Eli Eaglestaff 3, Riley Bearstail 13, Doug Sheldon 3, and Ryan Bitts 4. For Minot High, I think the player of the game, probably Grayson Schaefer, leading the Magi with 23. Eric Winchesky had 11. Peyton Shell 16. Mason Jensen 8 points tonight. Landon Bedell had 6. Jalen Gunville had 14, all in the first half. Cale Workman had 8. And Patrick Shanahan, the freshman, coming in and scoring 8 points in that second half for Minot High.
Just looking at this game, I mean, This was, tied at 13 in the first half, and then it wasn't. Minot High dominated the rest of the way. The second half was what it was after Minot went up by 28 at halftime. But maybe looking at that first from the Mandan perspective, a tough one tonight against a very determined, a very strong-looking Minot High team after what they went through a week ago. And Mandan, a lot of things to correct. The second half, probably went to their game plan, chip away, but once again, the turnovers got to them at bad times tonight.
Yeah, I just think that lead was just a little bit too much to overcome. If they could have kept it just under 20, maybe you probably have a little bit different story in that second half. You said it, the turnovers kind of killed Mandan in the first half, creating that early lead for Minot High. That's a tough matchup for Mandan. They don't really have the size as much as some other teams in the WDA to deal with Minot High, and they really put that on display. Grayson Schaefer had a big night. You don't see it with the points. Winchesky was huge. He only had 11, but he was really finding his teammates. The whole team was really sharing the basketball well, playing together. Nothing was forced. Everything seemed easy offensively for Minot High, obviously due to their size and the mismatch a little bit that they have with Mandan. But they really played a really, really solid team style of play tonight, and it showed.
Yeah, for Minot High, I mean, we said it in the middle of that first half. Losses in January a lot different than losses in March. I mean, you can live with them, I guess you could say. Obviously, Minot High, the expectation, I guess, in that locker room is to win them all, and for good reason. I mean, that's everybody's expectation. But you can live with losses, you can learn from them, and they clearly turned it around tonight.
Yeah, I don't want to say they looked at it like a different team because, it's the same.
It was 2 losses by 6 points combined. One in overtime to number 1 in the state. The other one just had a 14-point halftime lead slip away against Dickinson.
Yeah, exactly. So they don't really have to change a whole lot. They're still going to be them. They're going to do them. They're going to play to their strengths. And again, sometimes the ball goes in, sometimes the ball doesn't. Sometimes you commit some uncharacteristic turnovers. But yeah, maybe it's a good deal to lose 2 quick ones in a row in 1 week. So you have 1 bad week. You work on the stuff you need to work on, and you know what you need to do moving forward. So, and that's the same thing that can be said about Mandan tonight. You kind of flush this one down the toilet. You figure out what we need to work on, and you got some big games coming up for both teams and coming down the stretch in the next week or 2 leading into that WDA tournament.
Our Sport Clips MVP will be joining us shortly on the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. 1 quick break. And we'll be back to wrap this one up from Magic City Campus Gymnasium.
The dictionary defines community as a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shots Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shots Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shots Crossroads.
Being in business for over 25 years, we've learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Back at the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show, talking out with our Sport Clips MVP today for the Minot High Magicians, Grayson Schaefer. Mandan was stride for stride with you guys there in the first quarter, and then they weren't. What flip was switched there in the first half? The defensive intensity, moving the ball on offense. It just seemed the game sped up, and Mandan got left behind.
Yeah, I think we attacked them really well in transition. We got some free lays. Everybody on our team did. And right away our defense wasn't where it should have been, but we stepped up and it showed.
You become the fourth leading scorer in the last 4 games. Just talk about the depth of this team, relying on anybody, any night.
Yeah, I mean, we don't care who scores. We just care that we have more points than the other team. So we did a really good job of sharing the ball tonight and getting assists.
Well, you guys are sure scoring a lot of points. I mean, that's 90, and I believe now the 6th game this season. It's got to be fun scoring a lot of points, but obviously there's a lot of pressure down there on the defensive side, and you executed there in the second half, or the end of the first half defensively as well. Talk about that game plan, trying to stop a guy as athletic as Hudson Sheldon, shooters like Briley and Riley Bearstail in that matchup tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they present a lot of problems, especially with Hudson Sheldon, so we just had to be locked in and do what we were supposed to do, which we did a good job at.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, great job tonight. Thank you for joining us, Grayson, and best of luck rest of the season.
Thank you, guys.
Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. We'll wrap it up here shortly. Quick 30-second break.
Can you remember the last time you were certain that your bank had your back or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need? Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
All right, final item of business today in our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. The Magic City Home Leisure move of the game at Magic City Home Leisure. They are spa and home and spa enthusiasts, and excited to help you experience the fun adventure that a quality hot tub pool or sauna can bring into your life. 5 out of 5-star Google ratings with over 200 customer testimonials at Magic City Home Leisure. A lot of highlight plays in a game that had 165 points in it. A few from Mandan as well there in the second half. But there was a lot of nice assists tonight from Eric Winchesky. I don't know which one to pick.
Lots of assists, and there was a bunch of them also from our MVP, Schaefer. I've said it a few times tonight, and I'll say it one last time. I was just really impressed with how poised and how well they played together. They shared the ball, and it seemed easy for them tonight. I know it wasn't, and I know Mandan's a good team, but when you play that style of basketball, it does come easier, and they really you always want to see, you score however many buckets and you have so many assists. Their assist to basket ratio was high tonight, and that resulted in a W for Minot.
Well, that's it for our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. For our great crew putting on tonight's show on the PSP Network, my color commentator Tony Mueller, I'm Owen Patterson. Repeating your final scores for the final time tonight. Mandan girls get the win 53-51 over the Minot Magets. Minot High boys get the split today against Mandan with a 94-71 win at home. The number 2 team improves to 9-2 on the season. We've got a lot more basketball to come this week, as usual, on the PSP Network. WDA on Friday, some more Division B action on Thursday and I believe Saturday as well. Hopefully you join us then, but until then, have a good night, everybody.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FinRun Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.